Hey everybody, we're gonna get started here in just a second. They're just shooting a little bit of practice up until the end, it looks like. So a couple more minutes, and we're just getting set up. So sit tight and we're getting started here soon. Thanks. All right, so it looks like they got started with the lag, and it looks like Edward just barely got that. Looks like or maybe not. It looks like maybe Mike got it. I don't know. The way the balls came out, it looked kind of like Edward got that. But I guess Edward did get it.
Yeah.
Okay. It was confused.
The rack form looked like.
Oh, okay. Got it. I was a little confused there. I was like, what's going on? Oh, we got Edward Flores and Mike McGee in the house. Got 9 people watching. Shawn just came back. So
what's up, everybody?
Hey.
All right, so we're gonna do it's a race to 11, 9 ball, winter break. Call 9, no 9 on the break. And then we're also going to be 3 foul rule is in effect.
Ooh.
Cue ball fouls only. Rack your own.
No 9-ball break.
No 9-ball break, yeah, and call 9 after.
Got it. All right.
So, yeah, that's basically what we got going on. Edward got so Mike's played here before. Edward's never been here. So we'll see how that affects things. I think Edward's definitely got a little bit more of an experience advantage as far as playing these kinds of matchups. He played recently in Olympia on a stream.
Yeah, Chad on the chat. What's up, Chad? I saw your photo at the parade. How awesome was that?
Yeah, dude, sweet. Twice in a lifetime so far opportunity. All right, so Edward has made 3 balls in the break, but he looks like he's gonna have to push out or kick at this ball. Appreciate these guys are both wearing their ESB gear that they've gotten. Edward's got a hoodie from a recent Eric Sawyer Memorial Tournament that we just did some t-shirts and hoodie designs for them just to kind of support, Eric's memory. And then Mike McGee actually won our very first t-shirt giveaway and got the Van Gogh t-shirt, which is a Van Gogh painting that's pool related content. So it's pretty cool. But it's just some stuff that we do just for fun, support the mission to get pool more out there, and seeing that people are like okay with being pool players and wearing pool merch that doesn't necessarily, shout out in front of everybody. So Ed, he kicked at it and made a good hit, but Mike's got a shot here.
Ooh, little rattle there.
Yep, I expect to be a little bit of early match jitters, but then we're in a race to 11. It should be plenty of time to get used to it. We'll just see how everyone's stamina holds up. Yeah, the low to mid 400 Fargo players definitely they'll expect some good shots and some not so good shots, some multi-inning racks. But I think overall, these guys both know how to play on the 9-footer, and it's going to make it pretty good. It's just it's a little tough getting used to a larger table, going from most of the people are used to play on a bar table. Yeah, how is the sound? Anybody listening enough to hear us?
I know. I put it in the chat hoping somebody would read it, but maybe they're just listening to us and not actually in the chat. Everybody but Chad. Chad's in the chat. We'll see. So we got a little bit of a miss there by Edward. Mike's lining it up for the corner pocket.
Yeah, long and straight in. I guess you got to just make the ball and probably roll underneath the 8. I don't know that you can even hold it above the 8 to shoot the 4.
Mm-hmm.
Sound is good. Nice. We got a Yeti microphone over here, Chad. I think that's what you said you were getting. I don't know if it's the same model. It's the blue one.
All right. We got cheering on for Edward. Yep. Let's go. Yeah, we're excited to see how this match plays out. I saw somebody was getting rid of their Yeti mic for $10 on Facebook Marketplace, and they said it worked great. They just didn't have a use for it anymore.
Nice.
So if anybody's looking for a Yeti mic, you can get one for $10 on Facebook Marketplace. Check it out.
Yeah, Edward made a good shot there on that 3 and drew back in for this window. Oh, bump the 9 and he's tied up. So now you have to kick at this. Might consider calling the 9 in the bottom right corner here.
Oh, like off the kick?
Yeah, if he was to hit it, that's,
if he hits it too
theoretically, he could make it.
Right.
I think if I was trying to make the 9, I'd play like the cue ball a little bit higher and then use like left English to make it go straighter at the 7, and that would give it a chance to glance and hit the 9 in. But I wouldn't necessarily play that shot as like what I'm doing on purpose, like calling it. Ooh. Now this is like where, these mistakes late in the rack, if Mike can just pick up these 3 balls here with ball in hand.
How would you go for it? Like, how would you tackle it if it was, you? I would go ahead.
Yeah. Me, I would play the 7 with the stop shot in the left side to leave a slight angle for the 8, and then use like a draw stroke to go 1 rail to the left rail and then back for the 9 in the bottom right.
Got it.
Shooting it this way, he's going to end up probably being straighter in, and then either going to have to go forward or draw straight back. He might be playing the 9 in the side, in which case, yeah, see this shot he's straight in on, so now he has to draw the ball. If you played it to the other side pocket, then you would have been 3 inches to the right, and that would have created an automatic angle.
Yeah.
Now, he might draw back or go forward here. Either way is fine. It's just a little bit more of a touch shot than what I would have planned for myself. Yeah, and this is fine. The 9 being on the spot, it's a little bit higher up. Normally, it ends up a little bit low, and then this shot's way tougher when it's about, where the 9 would be. But since it's on the spot, it's pretty doable.
Yeah.
Pick your point, watch the ball go in, pick your stroke, and then hit it. Commit to the stroke.
Edward's got a cheering section in the chat. I love that.
Mike takes the first one.
Yep. Mike's up.
Pretty solid. I think he left himself the angles that he felt comfortable with. Rolling ball positions, stop shot positions are good. You don't have to get tricky and try to draw the ball or do any like extravagant like punching and stunning if you don't need to.
Right.
Everybody has their style that you have to kind of know what your game is and use that, especially when there's any kind of pressure. You're going to pretty much rely on what you know how to do. And then you can expand your game a little bit more when you're practicing, I would say, is kind of the way I would always try to tell people, is when you're feeling the heat, you're not going to do anything you don't know how to do. And, because it just doesn't work as well as what you already know. Yeah. And I think that if either player just has the mindset of taking advantage of the easy opportunities and realizing there's going to be, opportunities on both sides at the level they play at. It's more about just staying relaxed through all that. And then when it's time to execute the last few balls, or get out when there's like the balls are open, then that's going to be what's important. Everybody's going to miss balls in this, and and you're going to get out of line. You're going to give ball in hands away sometimes, and it's just about how you respond to that adversity and make sure that you stay strong, mentally and emotionally.
Yep.
So we can take a brief second to shout out our sponsors. We got Tibbitts at Fernhill, one of the best brunch spots in Tacoma. We're about to go out there on Sunday and eat a little bit of food ourselves. Enjoy the company of a great chef in person, Shawn Tibbitts, Indigenous-Owned, super good, locally sourced food, ingredients, all that stuff.
Yeah, he's great, and we're excited to go see him. You know, he's we're gonna take pictures of the food, so you know, so you guys can follow along and see what it's all about.
Yeah, he's definitely been excited, like following us on our journey since we met him, being excited for us and helping us in any way that he can. He's a good person, and you know,
There's only one other brunch spot in all of Tacoma that has as high a rating as he does. They're rated 4.8 on the Google. If you look it up,
yeah,
there's only one other brunch restaurant in Tacoma that has a 4.8 rating, and no other place has a higher one. So they're legit. Go check them out.
100%. Really,
Reservations only, though.
Yep.
Make sure you get the res.
Yeah, I think the phone number is going to be in. You go to Tibbitts at Fernhill, like on their Facebook or all the different ways. I know that if you click on any of our videos, our short videos, the phone number's in there along with the website. Also, well, that was a good shot by Mike. Just rolled it forward for that shape on the 2.
Yep.
But our other sponsor is Clean Slate Pool Tables. Go to cleanslatepooltables.com. Get your moves, refelts scheduled. Just with the calculator there, you can get everything priced out for you, so you know how much it's going to cost. You know when they're going to be there, based on their availability. It's no frills, no hassles. Just get in there. If you have some work that needs to be done, you know, and if you do need to talk to somebody, they do actually answer the phone, and it's a real live human being, so that's always nice.
Yeah, especially now.
These days it's brutal.
I missed it. And
did he call the 9?
I don't know. It doesn't look like it. I didn't see him call it.
Did not call it. Ooh.
No wild 9s. So
no wild 9s. I'm not sure what's going on right now.
Did they count the 9 as a made ball?
Maybe I'll go in and give them my expertise. I don't know that they know what.
All right, we're gonna let Shawn go in there. Looks like Mike's about to shoot. So.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna worry about it then. Yeah, the normal would be that it would be shooter's option here. I don't know that, but whatever they do is fine. It's like it's gentleman rules. Whatever, as long as they agree, it doesn't matter what the rules are, really. You know, in a challenge match, they get to set the rules, and whatever they're comfortable with is what we're going to go with. Whatever the standard is not really important for the situation. I think normally the way that with call 9 rules, when you make it, then it would just be incoming shooter's option, I think, is kind of the standard, i.e. like 10 ball. But if you just spot it and you go again, then that would be more like slop 9, which would be fine. I mean, I don't care.
Well, I mean, they're not calling any of the other balls either, right? So.
Right. Yeah, like I said, to me, as long as they agree, that's what matters. Yeah, maybe I think probably Mike is a little bit new to this kind of stuff, so he may just be kind of like letting Edward tell him, and he's just agreeing. Because really, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, race to 11, whatever you decide to do is probably going to be fine. It's just a matter of like being consistent throughout. Mike's made some good pocketing balls here. He can bank this 6 in to the side. I think he's got a good chance here, like with a little bit of draw. Then that'll probably draw the cue ball away from the 9 and give him a shot on the 7 in the bottom left.
Yeah, I agree.
I would have went all the way down with it.
Well, Well, it looks like Edward's got a shot here.
Yeah. See how his speed control is. This is just a speed shot. I don't know that you're going to want to put too much left English on this to try to turn it towards the middle of the table instead of going straight down. You can swerve on you over that distance. So
yeah, that's what I always struggle with is like, compensating for the amount of swerve that's going to happen if I put English on the ball from the other side of the table.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did good there. And maybe it was a little bit of a thicker cut availability than I thought too. It looked like it was closer to the rail than what he hit it. So that was a good shot though. This is pretty ideal, I'd say, to play one or two rails back to the spot area. And
Xavier's going off. Get him.
Ooh.
Oh man.
This is not a diamond bar table.
It is not.
You gotta hit. You really want to hit the face on the opposite side of the pocket rather than the point coming in on this table. So I think maybe a rail first shot here makes sense.
Yeah. Would you try and hold it for the opposite corner or to like come out behind it in the same corner?
I might. Well, I mean, I could do a lot of different things here. I might play it with actually hit the ball first with right English.
Yeah. I mean, he's lucky he hit the 9 there. Otherwise, it would have gone like way down table.
Yeah, he would have been pretty far away. It's a little bit tricky where that would have been a speed dependent shot. And I might have actually, if I was going to plan to hit it harder, I might have used a little bit of draw to make sure to go between the 9 and the rail on the left side of the 9. And then come all the way back around. When the ball's in the jaws like that, it's actually very tricky to play position accurately. Oh, Mike made a great shot right there to get basically perfect on this 9. Two to 0.
Yep.
Got away with the shape a little bit there on that kick shot on the 7, but definitely played the 8-9 about as good as possible.
Yeah. I think Edwards just got to shake it off a little bit. He's just kind of coming in hot. He just got here not too long before the match started. So I don't think he got the opportunity to hit as many balls and like get as comfortable with the table.
True.
But I think he just needs to ease into it. I know that I'm always like, yeah, I need 3 games. If I'm starting cold, I need like at least 3 games to really start shooting well.
Yeah, likewise. I feel like for me, I don't even expect to play well at the beginning. I'm more just like hoping to stay in it and then gradually get stronger over the course of the set.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then this length of a set, Edwards got to really be knowing that he's going to have plenty of time to get in there. Just you don't want to let it get too far away and then have that extra pressure on you. But I think that he's going to be fine. 2-0 is pretty early still. Mike's been doing a good job about managing the last couple balls.
All right. Dry break.
Yeah. And not really, I mean, I guess this is a bank shot.
I would bank it. Edwards about to turn it up. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm excited to see how these players, how their games evolve throughout the match. I would bank it, but that's just me. But everybody knows that I'm reckless.
That's not reckless, I think, in this situation. I think that's actually the right shot. You just want to hit it with speed so that you can play for the 2.
Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, look at that.
And
Nice shot,
oh,
Edward.
he ended up with a nice angle
I know,
to
right?
come up between the 3 and the 6
Super
there.
good.
That was a good bank shot. That'll be a reel.
I know, right? Highlight reel.
Every bank is a trick shot. That's how I look at it.
Pretty much.
I mean, the banks are the only shots that pretty much even the pros are going to miss here and there, even the easier ones. You got to. Nice. I think he's got a shot here. I thought maybe that it would be tough to get to that little gap there, but it looks like he's got a shot on it. And he's got a little bit of an angle too, so he might be able to come off the rail and shoot the 4 in the side pocket. He might even be able to put a little bit of left English to get a little bit more action on it. I don't know. It looks like he's cueing draw though.
Ooh.
Maybe a bank again.
I know, right? I mean, he could theoretically cut it, but it's pretty close to that. You know, I mean, it's like 1 diamond maybe out from the rail, so
yeah,
it's a little bit narrower of a pocket look, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
I would definitely bank this personally. But that's going to be my answer for like everything. I would bank this.
Yeah, I got you. Everybody's got their style, baby.
True that, true that.
I think Mike's just going to stop shot here, if possible, and shoot the 5 in the lower right. Leave a little bit of an angle so he can go towards the 6 when he shoots the 5.
Just missed it.
Bumped it a little bit.
Yeah, I think I would just like come off the top rail and just bring it back toward the middle of the table. Yep. Not the very middle, obviously, like above the side pockets, but
yeah, just follow and then go to play the 5 in the bottom right. Do you think?
Yeah, I would think so, and then I would just like maybe put like, depending on where it ends up, right? Like you have to change what English you use.
Oh, Edward's busting out the left hand.
Oh dang, he's going lefty.
I'll have to challenge him to a lefty game someday here. Ooh.
Like butter.
Like butter. I love that.
Don't even know. You know, it's like if you didn't know that he wasn't left-handed, that looks so smooth.
Yeah, this is a little bit interesting. If you draw too much here, you can scratch in the side. And I don't know that you want to go forward because it's just hard to get towards the 6. I'm not sure if he's just going to play it. Maybe a little bit full. And then that's going to lay up pretty nicely for Mike.
Yeah.
The only deal is that the 8's kind of blocking going towards the 6.
Yeah, I was thinking that if like he comes off the rail, he can't really like try to go pull it left because of the 8.
Correct. Yeah. And I don't know if he's going to be able to like play under the 8 into the rail under the 8 and then back, around it without touching it. That would be pretty, that would be a little bit dicey. I don't know if I'd try that because you could get stuck under there pretty easily.
Yeah, exactly.
Might just like kind of play it back to the middle of the table as much as you can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you avoided it a little bit.
Yeah,
he can definitely leave himself long on this 7 if he makes the 6. I think here. I don't think that Mike's gonna bust out a big stroke on us here. He just switched shafts to this wood shaft from the carbon fiber that he was playing with, and I think he's kind of babying a little bit of the shots because of that. He's not quite used to the way it plays yet, but I hit a few balls with this carbon fiber shaft, and it kind of didn't spin the ball as well as I thought the wood shaft was, and he's having trouble getting English on the ball. So I kind of recommended maybe trying it, and he seemed to like it, but it's just an adjustment period.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, snap. We got Aaron Rodgers on House Racks. What's up?
What's up?
If any of you guys ever tune in to House Racks, they got a good show down there in Olympia. Aaron Rodgers at the helm. Welcome to the stream. All the hearts. I think if he just like hits it soft, like just slow rolls it, he could just hit the or that.
Come back up. That was a good shot.
Yeah, I think it comes back a little further than I would want it personally.
Mm-hmm.
But here you could put a little draw on it and then line up,
Exactly.
For the
this
8.
is pretty manageable.
Yeah.
Just straight low. I wouldn't put left on this at all. Good shot.
Very nice.
Yeah, you don't.
And he got some good angle there too. Because definitely you don't want to be straight in on this shot.
Yeah, both of these guys have pretty good discipline I've seen so far. Their pre-shot routine is pretty consistent.
All right.
They're still learning how to do all the things, being, in the 400s, but it seems like they're on their way definitely to improving pretty good over time. And I'm glad that we're doing, having a good platform for them to actually get some training in, but to get some serious competition outside of what they're normally doing at, on the bar tables or whatever their normal competition is.
But he did leave it nice though. He's got Mike on a pretty straight on shot here. So would I? Is that a question actually?
No, I think I actually just started trying to make this bank more often than playing safe. You can always get lucky even if you miss. That's the thing, but it's hard to make it if you're not trying to make it.
Well, you got to call it right. I didn't see any called shot here. I think he's playing safe.
Ooh, that was a good shot. Looks like he's going to stay up.
Yeah.
Pretty good result here. He's left Edward really tough. If Edward mishits this or hits it too soft and doesn't make it, it's going to be probably close to the pocket. This shot is hard to get safe if you go for it, because you got to put enough speed to where the cue ball is likely going to either maybe get down and maybe potentially scratch like he's kind of looking at, or come all the way back down to that end of the bottom end of the table as well. So this is a pretty interesting situation to be in. On a bar table, this is not as difficult as on a 9-footer. This is a 9-foot shot to a thin angle, and you don't have the capacity to do much with your cue ball other than hope that you don't scratch with it. If you put left English on this ball, then you fall into the swerve pitch situation that we talked about earlier. Yeah, and see, the cue ball is going to come all the way back down and back up and leave Mike a pretty reasonable shot. It's difficult to get safe there if you miss. I mean, any way you shoot at it to try to make it in that corner, it's hard to get a good result if you miss. Just the way the balls seem to be laying there. So that was kind of an intelligent save. It was a little bit of like a game of chicken where it's like, yeah, you got the shot. If you miss, though, I'm probably going to end up with a really good shot. So I'm going to just risk it. And that seems like what Mike was kind of gambling on a little bit.
Ooh.
But he left it.
All right. So we got
a little bit of a jabby stroke on that one.
Edward with the 9 in the jaws. Doesn't have to do anything fancy here.
Yep. Half ball
just
hit.
Tap it in.
Speed. Yep, got to get the extension out a lot on a 9-footer.
Tim Bolus is on.
All right, 2-1.
Yep.
That was a
Edwards
big
on the
game.
board. Woot woot.
Woot woot. That was a big game. 3-0 starts to be like on the verge of pulling away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, if I might, I'd just be thinking about how it's not a big deal, and this was bound to happen. And now it's all about how we regroup and move forward. Now that he's made the game losing mistake, basically. It's a lot of it. It's like how you respond to what you're doing is important as well, not just your opponent, what they're doing.
Yeah, for anybody out there watching, if you're not already subscribed to our channel, please hit like and subscribe. Help us out. We're trying to grow the following, and
we got tons of stuff coming up. True. Not only that, but eventually we're gonna have the pool hall, and then y'all are gonna be subscribing anyways.
Y'all will be there.
There's definitely gonna be the top competition in the Northwest will be there, playing tournaments here and there, all 9-foot tables, etc. We're going to do streaming on many, if not all, of the tables.
Yeah.
So this is the beginning of that, and we'd appreciate it if y'all jump in there and support us in any way you can. If you want to watch more of this pool, because we got matchups going the next 5 days. This is the first of 5 days in a row of having a match on the stream.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, just hit it a little too thin. The cue ball.
See, I would bank this one now.
Yeah, I think
back to the corner. Yeah.
Yeah, we've got another matchup tomorrow afternoon. Brian Nels versus Henry Casas, playing for a few bucks. A little bit. Are they playing 10 ball?
They are playing 10 ball.
Play 10 ball, so it's going to be an adventure. Then on Saturday, we've got 2 of the best Northwest one pocket players playing race to 5 one pocket for 1,000 in the middle. Paul Marquez and Randy Kamatiki, and that's going to be a great matchup. I'm super stoked. We got
Pedro Vargas is going to be on the mic with us.
Yeah, if y'all know Pedro, he's loves the one pocket game. He's good, close friends with the ESB. And he's decided that he's willing to come to the spot and hang out with us while we talk about one pocket for several hours. And I know that not everyone is into that game, but it's a great game to help hone your other skills besides just running the balls, like rotation and 8 ball. You do learn a lot of defensive strategy and like more finesse cue ball type shots. Yeah, it will help you. It will help your game. It's just difficult to learn all that stuff while you're playing 9 ball because it just doesn't come up that often.
Right.
But it is a good game. And as you get older and you stop being as offensive, it starts to be more fun because you can can use your strategy. Oh yeah, you got a little
hooked
bit
though.
Yeah, a little bit of a tough bump on that 9. So he's gonna have to kick. I think maybe you kick to the left rail between the 7 and the 8.
Does Mike jump?
I've never seen him jump, and he hasn't asked me to show him anything.
Looks like he's about to.
He has a jump cue in his hand, so we're about to find out.
Yeah, looks like he's probably just gonna go for it past the 6.
Yeah, just make a hit here. Maybe make the ball. You jump and draw it back.
That's too high level for me. I can't even do that.
I think that's more of a new cloth thing anyways. This cloth, I don't think is going to allow you to draw back too much.
Well, he got the hit, really, and that's really all he needed. And now he's got a return safe, looks like, on Edward. A lot more distance between the cue ball and the 9, so jumping it from here I don't think is feasible. Yeah. But he can go behind the off the bottom rail and just kick at it.
Yeah, you could do like a kick and stick type shot where if you put a little bit of right English on it, you can kind of turn it dead on to the 3-ball. And because it's so close to the rail, it hasn't picked up the follow of the going back up table. It still has the what would amount to draw from going down table. But I think he's gonna. Looks like he's kicking to the left rail, huh?
Looks like that's what he's aiming for. I would go off the bottom rail personally.
Yeah, agreed. Because if you hit the bottom of the 3, you could end up trickling in and scratching too.
Mm-hmm. Did not get it.
So he's giving up the ball in hand here. And this is 3 foul rule in effect. Not that this is one of those likely situations. But when you scratch early on and maybe the balls are tough, then that's when going for the 3 foul can make sense.
Yeah, and then okay, so and then we got Paul and Randy on Saturday, and then after that we got
Battle
of the Bartenders. Shane Babine and John Schreiner are gonna play some 8-ball.
Yep, and then we got special guests referee Mike Autobani is gonna come and referee for that.
He's gonna referee?
Yeah, that's what I was told. Although he hasn't spoken to me about it, but I'm fine with it because I'm not trying to be a ref. I'll talk about it. I'm not trying to be about
it. Got it. Well, and we got Molony is gonna be in the booth with us that day.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna have a full house then if Mike Autobani is gonna be here refereeing.
I need to text him actually. I'm gonna do that right now.
Confirm it. It's like that'll be the first match that we have a referee for.
Yeah, he's got a shirt and everything.
That's amazing. I love that. All right, so we got Edwards got this cut shot on the 3-ball in the bottom left pocket. It looks pretty doable. Gonna have to hit it decent stroke here. Bring it back down for the 4. Nice shot. And he gets it back down table a little bit farther. He could either bank or cut this one in the side pocket. Looks like he's going for the cut. And then, yeah, we got another match on Monday as well. So we got Chad Andreessen and Ed Caulfield are going to come. And I think Chad's new to the stream. Ed's been on here before, so it'll be a good matchup for them.
Yeah, we got Thurston County versus East Pierce County.
Yeah.
So this is pretty natural. Just pocket this ball and go forward. And then just make sure that you get enough speed on it to come back out.
Yeah, because if you hit the rail, you're going to want to like go between that 7-9. But if you hit the 9, you want to hit it with enough speed that you don't get stuck.
Yeah, I kind of see this being like it might rub the 7 and take some of the speed off of it, in which case you need a little bit more juice to get beyond the 9. That would be the thing, is if you make it and rub the 7 and you don't hit it hard. Yeah, see, he did good there. He put enough speed on it to get past it. You see how he almost got hooked? There's a lot of – you got to hit it hard enough to get past the balls, but he did that. That was a great shot.
Yeah.
Now, if he can make this and get relatively straight in on the 7, it's like a stop shot out from here.
Douglas Jacobson on the chat. Hello, Douglas. Or Doug, I guess I should say. You always interact with our content. I love that. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support, Doug.
Yeah, this you just got to slow roll and trust your stroke here.
Just missed that.
He ended up pretty good.
Yeah, that's actually a really nice layup there. Because here you really don't have to do too much.
Yep, exactly. This is where you want to be. Pretty straight in, not much cue ball movement necessary. Balls are fairly close to the hole. This is manageable.
Yep.
You just gotta like, shoot one shot at a time.
Yeah, easy does it.
Made that one. I like a stop shot here. Nothing that takes you towards the rail too far to have weird bridging.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially around that side pocket, you can get like, you know what I mean? Kind of like over the pocket, get weird.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep, I like that. Just coming back off the rail. This is ideal position.
Mm-hmm.
Just a stop shot here, right? Or even it might not even be quite straight in. It's hard to see. I would probably just use draw just to avoid anything.
Right.
Anything funny from happening. You just want a nice clean hit. Nice
All
shot.
right. Mike's up 3-1.
3-1.
It's been a good matchup, though. Like I feel like Edwards been making some good shots.
Oh yeah, this has been, as advertised, a little bit swingy, but overall, actually, they're playing pretty well. They're playing controlled shooting. They are definitely being mindful of what they're trying to do. Their level of execution is not quite where they'd like it to be yet, but I know that that's just a work in progress. Overall, I know Edward hasn't been playing for a long, long time, and Mike just started taking the game seriously, he said, in like 2022, but he hasn't really taken it that seriously until he retired last year. So he's just basically starting out as a player, as a retired person, and it looks like he's wants to get better. I mean, he volunteered and said, I think it's time to do one of these things, without really having much experience doing anything other than just practicing and playing a little bit of league.
Yeah.
Not too many tournaments. But I think as you get older, you get a little bit more stable with your mentality. So, you can kind of like, you're not going to be ruffled feathers as much. And I think Mike's going to definitely use that, the wisdom type thing as conditioning for this.
Yeah.
He definitely has a good opportunity here. I don't know if you like this shot, but I like just making the 2 and using the 5 to like stop the cue ball so he can just shoot the 3 from that spot.
Exactly.
Rather than trying to get a little bit too much stroke.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then do we have any other matches after that? Not yet. We're sort of looking for some matches, maybe the 19th, and then maybe the 23rd. But then after that, I think we're going to be on hiatus until March for doing these stream content. So I'm trying to line a few people up. It just seems like the schedules are not quite lining up because of different events people are playing and being out of town. Doing a little bit of traveling. We're going to be doing a little bit of traveling. Kind of powered through it, but didn't scratch. So he's still alive here.
Yeah.
I think he can play safe here pretty. He might go for it, but I don't know. The 5 is kind of low and out of the way now. He might, if you got confidence in your draw stroke, you could shoot the 3 in the top right and just use draw to come straight across. But that's a tall order out of the pocket like that.
What's up, Rob? Welcome.
What's up, Rob? So what is it, Thursday? Y'all at league right now? What's going on?
I know, right? People at league tuning in on their phones and stuff.
Yeah, people are like, oh, you got to do weekend streams. I'm like, man, people are busy on the weekend.
Right.
Thursdays and Wednesdays and Tuesdays is like people are at league. They'll be like waiting for their turn. They can be watching on the side.
Yeah. But yeah, if you guys are interested in getting on the stream, hit us up. We're always looking, depending on how things are progressing with the pool hall is going to determine how much longer we're doing this out of our garage. But, things are moving, so we're excited.
Yeah, I think Edward's going to bank this ball and then send the cue ball down table for the 5 if possible. Ooh, he's left it really nice. Yeah. Really good two-way shot there.
Rob's just traveling around playing some. Nice.
No league. I love that. I mean, not that I have anything against league, but I guess I like the freedom of not having to go to league more than I like league. I definitely paid my dues in the league system, though. I played BCA for many years in a row, and it was a great experience. And I just think that at this stage we're doing something else, so the league is kind of out. Like,
yeah, dang.
All right, Mike did not elevate over that one, but
looks like Edward's gonna get ball in hand here.
Yeah, I almost like leaving it where it's at, kind of, and then
and then coming off the side rail and then back down table.
Yeah, right side rail and back over for the 5 in the bottom right.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like give it a little bit of angle and then follow it into that right rail.
Yeah, I think he sees that, so he's like, "Oh, I'll just put it back."
Yeah, because the other shot would be fine, except for the 8 is really blocking a lot of the path that you want to go one rail to that same location,
right
to the top rail, and then. Yeah, it's funny how in pool you got to know like how to see different pathways and then be able to avoid all the pitfalls and hazards that the shots are. Oh, he didn't get enough follow on it. He's left himself pretty much snookered completely.
Like I would probably. I mean, you could go off the top rail or the bottom rail, I guess, and then hit it toward, kick at it toward the other pocket, or you could go to the left side. I kind of like the left side personally, because if you hit it soft, then you might be able to and you make it and you roll it back, you'll have a shot on the 7.
Yeah, you can do that. I think I would consider playing it the way Edward's looking at it, to the bottom rail, because you could, if you're playing to kick the 5 in the left side pocket, which I don't think it passes the 9 to go all the way in the top left corner. If you were kicking it in the bottom or the left side pocket, potentially you could hit it too full and then bounce it off the 9, and then it could still go. And then also you might even be able to call the 9 here in the right side pocket, and then have that potentially happen. So, but then you could also do the same thing if you kick to the left side and then you kick the 5 in the right bottom corner. You could also call the 9 to maybe bank it or cut it into the. Yes. Oh, snap. Oh, that's going to be a foul. Moving ball. Yeah, he moved the 7 with his cue on the stroke.
Easy, Edward, on Easy Streets Billiards. Nice. Yeah, so Mike's got this ball in hand now.
Yeah, and I would play this.
I
wouldn't play the combo, corner. I don't think. Yeah, top left.
Yeah.
Just to avoid moving the ball that you have to shoot at next. Anytime you shoot a combo, one of the tricky parts is where's the ball going to go after you, the object ball going to go after you make the second object ball, and being able to play shape for a moving ball is significantly more difficult. You got to play the speed and all that. And this shot, just even though it's difficult to pocket, and maybe the combo is easier, I still like this shot. Yeah, he left himself. Maybe he can reach that. This is
I would have put more of an angle, I think, on that 5 ball.
Yeah, exactly.
And then floated it forward. Yeah, forward more.
Maybe just a touch of angle. But he's going to be fine with the bridge here. He's a pretty tall guy.
Yeah.
Maybe he just wasn't worrying about it because of his height. I think a little bit of it that is part of it. Like being a shorter person myself, it's like I'm going to leave myself a little bit of angle so I can access that shot without having to use the bridge.
Exactly.
Even though I'm pretty good with the bridge. Ooh. He might be thinking about that later, but I'm sure he's going to end up watching all this footage, so he'll hear our comments on it. Yeah, one of the nice, really great things about these live streams for y'all that are thinking about it, but maybe you don't want to do it because you're worried about people watching you, is that it is really a good way to learn if you go back and watch and then listen to the commentary and hear the viewpoint of the people. And then you'll be able to watch yourself play and you'll be able to see things in your own game that you wouldn't have been able to see without the video being there, and that's one of the really good things about this. And one of the reasons why, even though we're not getting paid to do this, that we love doing it just to help the community get better at pool, and test themselves a little bit and actually learn from the experience. So much of pool people play just to have fun. And then they kind of like don't prioritize, really getting better as much as they could through the way that they go about their business of playing pool. So much of pool gets habitual. And then, that habit can kind of take you away from remembering, what you got to do to get better, which is put yourself in uncomfortable spots and test yourself here and there. And then see how you're making mistakes and see how you're being successful and then work towards, increasing your ability, so you can then, have more fun, really. Ooh, great shot.
Beautiful shot.
3-2.
Edwards back up there, making it closer. 3-2. Exciting.
I'm going to be right back.
All right. Shawn's taking a little break. Meanwhile, I will.
Some more water on the kettle.
Oh yeah, more tea. I love tea. Yeah. So I'll give another shout out to our sponsors. We got Clean Slate Pool Tables, family owned and operated. They've got a pool table calculator. So if you need an estimate for a job for either a move or a refelt or whatever you need done to your pool table, they've got a calculator that'll automatically calculate everything for you. So you have the price and you can book. They've got a scheduling tool. You can book your job online. They are awesome. Like Dom and Tony, they're out there doing great jobs. All right, we got another break here from Edward. He made the 1 ball and the 8 ball, looks like.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he has a good shot at the 2 though, huh?
No, 2 looks like it's a little bit occluded by the 4, such that he can't. Oh, maybe he's looking at the 2-9 right now.
Yeah, this might be all you can really go for.
Yeah.
Just thin it and try to bang it in there and see what happens. And it's call 9, so this is legit. If you make it, this is what you tried for. Yeah, maybe it's a low percentage, but otherwise he can just bank the 2 to the other side of the table and just kind of come underneath all those balls with the cue ball. Somehow, even just leaving it long like this is actually pretty good. If you let the cue ball. Yeah, this is a tough cut. May not even be possible. This is probably banking territory once again.
It's possible.
The cut shot?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty steep.
It's very steep, but it can be made.
Yeah, I would probably, if I was going to try to make this ball, I think I'd be banking it.
We got Rob in the comments backing me up on my shout out to Clean Slate Pool Tables. He knows what's up. Yeah, and then I guess also Tibbitts at Fernhill, one of the top brunch spots in Tacoma.
Oh, yeah.
Oversized portions.
I'm about to get that 8-egg omelet on Sunday just to test it, see if it's legit that big. I've never had an omelet that was that big. I have no idea what that's going to look like.
8-egg omelet with mushrooms, I think it is.
Yeah, it's like, I don't think there's any meat on it. It's just vegetables and all the stuffs, which is good. We don't need to eat so much meat all the time.
Vegetarian. But yeah, I'm excited.
Well, yeah, it's eggs, so lacto-ovo.
True that.
Bank shot. Yeah. This is still pretty tricky. The three's in a tough spot here. Yep, I just got confirmation from Michael Ottoboni that he is going to be refereeing on Sunday.
This is amazing. I love how we didn't even know that we had a referee coming.
I found out
earlier today, right?
I think I found out on Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
John, we saw John at Scratch at his bartender job, and he said that, yeah, somehow this is, I don't know, this is all taken off and outside of our total control, but we roll with it. I love it. Anybody that wants to get in and join in the fun is welcome to. You know, Vic and I are commentating, but, you know, we pretty much, anybody else that wants to, so once in a while, we'll definitely let people jump in and get on the mic. We had Chad Andreessen commentating for Kevin Wicks's match on Monday, and they're really good friends. So I thought it'd be fun to do that. And then when Chad plays, Kevin is going to come out and commentate as well. So he's going to get his
well, and Lisa was providing some side commentary from the other room.
From the other room, yeah, because Lisa was here watching. She'll be here again, I think. Maybe not. I don't know if Chad's going to bring her for this or not. But she's welcome to join us. But it's going to be a good time. We're just trying to have as much fun as we can with it while we're doing it. I think that he's got the angle to go forward and then play the three in the left side. Well, maybe he's not. Maybe he's just going to play a stop shot here.
Let's try to draw it. Whoa. Well, he got a good roll there.
I think he left a little bit of the edge, though.
Yeah, there's a little bit of the edge. I mean, it like can be hit, but it's not an easy one. It's not an easy cut. And two, it looks like a good majority of the ball is being occluded here.
That'll work.
Whew.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's straight in, but I don't know how easily you can make that shot with the balls being that close together.
Yeah. They look pretty close.
Yeah, you might have to shoot away from it, but like thin. But that's going to sell out. Maybe he's going to kick at it.
It looks like he's going to kick at it.
If I was going to kick at it and I could kick to the left rail, I would kick to the left rail myself, I think.
Well, I think he's dealing with the proximity to the pocket is what he wanted.
Yeah.
You know, it's easier to, you know, to make a shorter distance. But looks like he did not hit the ball. So
yeah, it's definitely a tricky spot that.
Yeah, for sure.
That he got left in.
Mm-hmm. Man, Sunday's going to be fun.
Yeah. Y'all better come on Sunday, man. This is going to be a match. I don't even know what's going to happen.
And Saturday, too.
Yeah.
You know,
Shane's giving him 11-9, right? So it's a handicap set.
I think it's the first one that we've done here.
Definitely the first one that we've done. We didn't make the game. They told us that this is what they wanted to do. And we were like, all right, we'll stream it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
You know, so that's cool. Ordinarily, we do not do streams on Sundays, but we're friends with John and Shane. So we were like, okay, we'll do it for you guys. But normally we're not doing it. We take that day off and just do the stuff that we normally do on Sundays, just kind of prepare for the week type things and relax. But they're doing it early enough to where we'll be able to get good rest, you know, and it's Pool is like a labor of love for us. You know, we'll do whatever we have to do.
Keep the pool going.
Yeah, I think that I want to, if I'm shooting this shot, I'm going to put enough speed on it to shoot the 5 in the left bottom as well. Come all the way back and not try to baby it so that I can leave it. Try to, hit it soft and then leave it on the left side for the 5.
Didn't quite get there. And so close.
It's almost like who planned it. That ended up being a really tough spot to leave Edward in here.
Yeah.
I wonder if that magic rack is on the 5 ball and that's why they haven't moved it.
It looks like the 5 is sitting right on it.
Yeah. I pretty much, the way I deal with the magic rack is as soon as the break happens, I'm moving the ball and moving that rack and putting that ball back as close as I can so that later on, you already know where it's going to be. And then if it gets moved at that time, then it's like not a big deal. But now that it's kind of in the way of a shot, you don't really want to be picking it up off that rack. But it might interfere with the shot if he has to roll over it. That's kind of my thinking.
Yeah, I did a break the other day where like the magic rack was still on the table and the 2 like came off the side rail and then went back over the rack and then rolled the opposite direction because of the differential in the between the rack and the table. It's quite annoying.
Yeah, that is one of the downsides to the magic rack because it does occasionally interfere with the play. But I mean, it does rack the balls really tight, which is nice. So it's give and take, just like everything.
Good hit.
That was a good hit. He's left Mike with a reasonable opportunity if he can make this long shot. A little bit of speed and come back down for the 5. Just one rail forward, I'd say. No English here. Just a nice pure stroke so that you get the follow that you need on it. Ooh. Where's he going to leave it? Ooh, pretty easy for the 4 here. Thought Mike was going to leave himself like for that 5-9 accidentally, but he didn't make the 4. So I don't know if you play the 5-9 here on purpose or you play for the run out.
I feel like you would play for the run out.
Oh yeah, I would not take a combo if I thought that it wasn't like extremely makeable. It's just a percentage game. And, once you start being able to be pretty accurate with your shot making and you can get your cue ball around the table, you don't want to take any unnecessary risks. And any combo is missable the way I look at it.
Looks like you might be lining up on the 5-9.
With that being said, at the level that these guys play at, the percentages would speak towards maybe the combo being actually the easier shot versus running 5 balls.
There it is, dude. He just fired it in. He was ready to go. Well, and the other thing I didn't like about the combo, honestly, was that the 5 was sitting on the magic rack.
Yeah.
I felt like that had like the potential to
100%
to get a little bit involved in the gameplay there where you wouldn't want it to.
Yep. All right, load my tea.
All right, Shawn is out to go grab some tea. All right, so now we got 3-3. I'm super excited. I like it when it's, close. Keeps everybody in the game. It's very nice to see, everybody still in it. All right. Looks like Edward made the 6, but left. He's got the look on the 1, but he doesn't really have the best shot on the 1. He could bank it backward to the pocket that he's standing at, or he could try to cut it. Or he could just try to do a safety play and like barely graze it and then park the cue ball back behind the stack if he can get it past this 2, and like looks like he's trying to bank it back toward his hole. Mike's got the 1 here. Yeah, and it looks like if he just like slow rolls it a little bit forward, he can make the 2 ball in the bottom right. I think the 2 to the 3 might be a little tricky. I'm not sure that the 3 really goes. I can't tell if you can get a whole look on the 3 ball to the right side pocket with the 9 the way it is. That's a little harder than I would have hit it. But
yeah, he might have been trying to bump the 9 somehow there too, potentially. I don't know.
Yeah.
This is gonna be tricky because he's if he's gonna shoot down at the 2, then the 5 right there. It's even be difficult to shoot this with the bridge if it was, but he's pretty tall. He should be able to reach out to and thin off this 2, I think. I don't think he's gonna need to kick at this ball. Yeah, I like thinning the 2 towards the 4. Just to get a little bit easier cueing. He had to bust out the extension. Dang, this is a...
And shooting over that 5 is tough. Oh.
Well, I think here he can move it back.
Yeah, because it wasn't moving.
Foul. Yeah, I don't know what his plan is. Well, that's not where it was.
No.
It was more on the bottom of the triangle.
Ref. Where's Mike Ottavani when you need him?
Hey, as long as they're good with it, it doesn't matter to me. It's all good though. If the 5-9 happens here, then I'll be like, all right, maybe it did affect the shot. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen. I'm pretty sure it was like below the 9, right?
It is kind of. It was line. Yeah, it was below the 9.
Kind of in the line a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it looked like he knocked it with his stick out to the right.
Exactly. Let's see what Edward does here. Ooh.
Rattled it a little bit.
Yeah, now I don't know if the 3 goes in the right side pocket.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Is like when I thought he was going to shoot the 2 to this corner pocket, I thought that I couldn't tell if the 3 actually went. I feel like he's got a little bit of an angle here. And he could like try to come off it and just knock it out of the stack, but then you also get like the risk of getting stuck behind the balls.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see what he does.
A little bit of lefty action. Ooh, almost.
See, this is what I was talking about.
A little bit more. This is pretty tough now, actually. He's got 2 rails, maybe. bottom rail to the left rail. Or yeah, you can do this, but it's like a half ball hit as well.
He's kicking at it.
Ooh.
Didn't hit it.
Whiff. Barely. Looked like it almost was going to feather it when he hit it.
Mm-hmm. I wonder what Edward's thinking right now.
I don't think that the 5 and the 9 are very easy to pocket. Like it's a combo. So I'd probably be playing the 3 straight into the bottom left if it goes, and then rolling forward, and then taking the 4.
What about shooting the carom to the 9 here from the 3? Maybe. Like if he tries to bank the 3, let's say, but calls the 9.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. It could be on, but I think you'd have to put the cue ball higher to make that happen based on what I'm looking at. Yeah, more like that. Yeah. It actually looks like he's going to shoot this combo on the 5.
Like 2-5?
3-5? No, he's going to
3-5.
It looks like he is going to hit the try to go for the 9.
Yeah. Close.
Yeah. All right, we dodged that bullet of the 5 being the thing that affected it so much.
Yeah, the 5's like on the rack now again, just like last time.
Yeah, and I'm, like I said, I always move it just because I don't want it. I know myself enough to know that it sharks me if I have to roll the cue ball over it, even if I knew for a fact it wouldn't affect the play, which it's pretty much doesn't. It's just more of a mental thing, but that's enough for me. And there's ways to put the 5 back really close to the same spot. You can like put the corner of your chalk right at the spot, and then you can put it back. And it's within a couple millimeters at worst.
All right.
Yeah, he's left a little bit something here. It's not ideal because I think this is a thin cut.
Yeah. But I feel like you could hit the cut, and if you follow it a little bit and
yeah.
You'd have to hit it really soft, but then it's like, will it not get to the pocket if you hit it too soft,
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking would be like the danger is going too far and then leaving yourself way down table.
Like so.
But if you hit it softer, then now you're like, it's harder to make the ball. You feel like a little bit less confident hitting it softer to cut it in.
Mm-hmm.
Could play this 4 off the 9 and try to make it.
In the bottom right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But I'd probably just play safe, like hit it fairly full and leave the cue ball on the end rail and use the 9 as blocker maybe. The 5 could block it as well.
Yeah.
You just went for the cut, it looks like.
I would have done the same, to be honest.
It's at every level of skill, it's always okay to go for it, no matter what. It's all personal preference. And to me, I think I kind of like my style is that I look for safeties, even though I don't use them all the time, just as a matter of like a thought experiment. I just try to see what are my real opportunities to play safeties so that I kind of habitualize seeing them, even though I don't necessarily shoot them, because I am constantly working on my offensive game. I think that is obviously when you're playing rotation, that trumps playing safe So you want to work on that, but you can't always go for it.
Is he lining up?
I think Mike is shooting at the 5 here somehow.
What?
I don't know what's going on.
Well, he scratched anyway.
Scratched anyway somehow. That was wild. I think he's going to reflect on that and be like, what was I thinking?
Yeah, I've definitely done that, though.
Oh, yeah. Many times. I don't know if you ever played with those old Cyclops balls that came out 10 years ago or whatever, and they had like the blue 7.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think the 6 was like a light.
It's like a green.
Green.
Yeah, like pea green almost.
I've seen a few players in serious tournaments shoot the wrong order ball.
Well, and not catch it. I've seen it myself. I think even like in the last couple of years.
I've had people argue about it, and I'm like, no, man, this is what happened. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
That was a good shot. This is going to be a trick to get from the 8 to the 9, truthfully.
Well, if you can get it close enough to the rail, I feel like if you can get it like on the rail, then you can have that angle to come off.
Yeah. I'm curious to see if Edward has the 3 rails. Well, here, this gets interesting.
Could you do top inside?
You can. And actually that works. It just now the side pocket is a little bit more in play. If you get nice juice on it, you could actually go in the side, and then also the 3 rails in the corner, if you overroll it, is also there. But I think I haven't seen him do too much of that. I think he's actually going to try to use draw here.
Yeah.
Which that's why that's not too bad when you're straight in.
Oh,
yeah, he hit
nice.
that really nice. That was an awesome shot.
Super
About
good.
as good as you can get here. You just got to bear down and make this 9 ball. Oh.
Dang.
Yeah, I'm not sure what his pre-shot routine is, but it looked to me like he was deviating a little bit and unsure of himself. You know, I think that now we have like a nerves situation like affecting play. I think Mike definitely had a moment of lack of clarity when he shot at that 5 ball. And I don't know exactly what happened there with Edward's shot. I think that he was just really excited because he made a really good shot on the 8. You know how sometimes you can get really excited when you make the shot, and then that adrenaline makes it harder for you to pocket the next ball, even though it's a pretty routine shot. And that's an interesting thing to think about.
Yep.
So we're back to 4-3, Mike.
Yep.
All right. Thanks again to our sponsors, Tibbitts Fernhill, best brunch in Tacoma. In my opinion, my humble opinion, cleanslatepooltables.com.
Well, and in
table
the
services done.
Yes, do it.
Hit them up.
Yeah, I think he just posted a table today that was like a dining room table.
I love that idea.
Convertible dining room table, pool table situation.
7-foot dining room table that converts to a pool table for all y'all that don't have tons of space. When I bought this house, I had a 7-foot table in the living room, but then I moved it to the garage. Then I got my 9-footer, so
yeah.
But yeah, the 7-footer can do it. It's good for a house, but I've always been a purist. I like the big table.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know if I would have got hooked on pool if it wasn't for 9-foot tables, honestly.
And the thing is like I never even considered a 7-foot table, really. Because I grew up on the Gold Crown 3 at the pool halls on the East Coast where I was from, and nobody plays on 7-foot tables. in at least Virginia. Not one place has a 7-foot table. Well, that's probably disingenuous. Not one place actually like has bar tables that they would play league on. All leagues are played on 9-footers, even APA and BCA leagues are played on 9-footers. So it's interesting that like those are leagues that nationally are played on 7-foot tables, but on the East Coast, it's not a thing, really.
Right.
Like no self-respecting pool hall would have a 7-footer in it. It's kind of the vibe of the East Coast places that I've been to.
Right. They use the one, they have 2 at Hard Times in Sacramento, and they use them to like when they run the tournaments on the 9-footers, they use the 7-footers to like have the tournament sheet on them.
Dang, he overcut that ball. It was such a nice cut. Like it was so even.
Mm-hmm. Like straight down the rail.
Yeah, I do that stuff all the time, so I feel it.
I feel it. I like the bank here.
Yep.
The floor is right there to help it.
Exactly.
I don't know. Do you play this with how do you spin it? I like to play it with a little bit of left English myself.
I don't put any English on it. I just hit it center ball. Because I like would look at the angle that it's going into the rail at and like the angle it would come off. And then that's the spot that I'm aiming for with the edge of the ball center.
Interesting. Got a double kiss there. I think he was trying to bank it though.
Yeah, but it also looked like he wasn't too sure of himself. And he hit it way too full to get the bank the way that he would needed to.
Right.
He needed to hit it more on the right. Another overcut by Edward.
Oh,
and the scratch. You know, I've been struggling a lot lately on the overcutting too. It's like, for me, I feel like sometimes I'm just like line it up such that it's just a hair overcutting it, but obviously enough to miss the pocket. It's definitely been a trend for me lately, but I'm working on it. I'm trying to pull out of that.
Yeah, you'll get it. Yeah, my main focus has been just like I said, pick a shot, pick a stroke, and then finish my stroke when I'm down. Like trust the process of it. You know, I was reading this one guy that I follow. He said one of the problems that people have is they protect the shot, if that makes sense. They're like, they are afraid to make it, or they're afraid something bad's going to happen. So then they like deviate from the stroke that they planned, and then they use like a protective stroke instead that doesn't really do the thing. And it can cause little errors to happen and that can cause a lot of problems. And I was like, ooh, that's interesting. So I think he's going to follow this. Maybe he's going to try to stop it. He's been just following the ball. Nice. Okay.
That was a good stop shot.
Yep. Now he's just got to get back over kind of to the same spot that he's at right now, ideally for that 6 ball. Actually, after watching this, where we're at now in this match, and then thinking about the match like on Monday that we had with the 460s, I feel like the level of play is actually pretty similar. Yeah, just a little bit of overcut. It's gonna be okay though. Can't do anything about it now. You just got to sit there and recenter.
A little too much follow on that.
Yeah, I think he was trying to like go into the rail and come back out. But I think he may have like misinterpreted the throw or whatever, or the deflection in some way, and like hit in the wrong spot and caused him to go straight in. I definitely have done that many times where I'm trying to use like inside English to go 2 rails and just straight up follow it in. I think Edward wants to leave himself an angle here. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like he's too straight here.
Yeah, I don't really like being straight on this ball.
Like I would put it more closer to the rail so I could definitely come off it. If I put a little draw on it, it'll come pop off the 6 to the left.
Yeah, I don't know what his shot that he's planning for on the 7 is.
Well, it looks like he put some spin on it to get it.
Yeah. This is good. He's going to have to follow it, though.
Yeah. Definitely.
Which maybe was the plan all along, and I like that. You just got to get your speed right when you come past the 8. You want to kind of like end up in the nice spot. But if you can underroll this and you end up leaving yourself nothing. Ooh, interesting. He was playing short side.
I was going to go back down.
Yeah, all the way down.
Which would have been fine because he would have been able to do the stop shot.
Yeah. 100%.
Or like maybe roll it even a little bit forward and shoot the 9.
Yeah, I like the shot decision. Instead of trusting your stroke and hitting it hard enough to get all the way back up to the middle of the table, he was just going to make it, leave himself a little bit long. And that may be a little bit of a bar table mentality. On the 9-footer, it's a little tougher to leave yourself on the short side and feel good about it. It's so far. Like that 8 ball, shooting it up to the top right is about as far as any ball you'll ever hit on a bar table. It's about, what is that? It's definitely 5.5 feet, almost 6 feet. Yep. Far away, off angle. Pretty safe, really. Got to really bear down and make this ball. I don't know if it's going to kiss off the 9. If he makes it.
That would be the danger, right? But even I feel like from there, if it kissed off the 9, I mean, it would maybe play close to the corner, but I don't know if it would go all the way. I guess it depends on what spin he's got on there.
Yeah, and the speed too, right? If
Yeah,
he goes hard into it.
Yeah.
Who knows what's going to happen.
Or any kind of force follow, that might throw it straight into the drink.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, man, so close.
He did not scratch, but he also did not pocket the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, that 9 was treacherous where it was. It definitely interfered with really feeling good about that shot.
Man, the chat got quiet.
Everybody's
just chilling.
Everybody's at league right now hitting balls.
They're on the edge of their seats watching this. It's a nail biter. Never know what's going to happen.
Close as it gets. I think that's a good speed. You might end up a little heavy. I thought that was good speed. Now he's just here. This is where you think maybe I should play safe, maybe not. I think if you go for it, you're right here. Just
all the way down or up to the top right.
Top right, cut it.
Bank it in the side.
Yeah, I think the 9 might be.
I don't think it's in the way.
Oh, he played it safe.
Safe. Interesting.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Well, he's making Edward work for it.
Yep, it's true. That's part of winning is just grinding it out a little bit. Like if you're not confident and your opponent's making mistakes, then you just keep leaving them in a little bit of tough spots. And then eventually, you might end up with something that you like.
Looks like the 9's in the way of the bottom right corner.
Agreed.
So it seems like he's going to have to go bottom left corner here.
Yeah, or right side.
Or bank it to the
right side
top.
Maybe, but it's thin.
Yeah, very thin. Or bank it to the top right.
Mm-hmm. You could play safe by using the 9 as your blocker and just rolling the 8 to the end rail.
It's a little bit hard.
Yeah. Well, yeah, now you're leaving the bank, right? But it could double kiss, maybe not.
Yeah, the angle
It's a little
is
weird.
short on this bank here. I think if he put a little inside on it, it would be fine.
Yeah, gotcha.
Ooh, nice.
Whoa.
And it spots though, right? So
it spots, yeah. So now he's gonna have to. So
now he's got
from
the spot, but that's okay though because he's got that angle on it. I think. I feel like I always get scared if it's like closer to the middle, like the cue ball is closer to the middle. I feel like here he could like shoot it in the corner and just hit the rail, be easy with it. You know?
That's this angle. I don't think there's a scratch.
Right, that's my point.
It seems like you can go pretty easily to the left rail without hitting that side.
Mm-hmm.
I like putting this maybe like a little bit of right or left English, I guess, from this angle. And then just playing that just a little bit so that I can get to that side rail like early. I don't want to like potentially scratch by hitting the rail up by the side or the corner.
Yeah, but now he's left it for Mike. And this is kind of similar to that shot that we had in the first game or the second game, first game, where it's like a long table shot, and if he goes for it and misses it, he might sell out.
Exactly. That's a very similar situation.
Although I think Edward was closer to the pocket with the cue ball on his.
Yeah, this one I think is a little bit. The 9's closer to the middle of the table, also, so it's further from the hole, but it is off the rail a little bit more. And then, yeah, but it's for all intents and purposes, it's a very similar situation. Yeah, I think you got to go for it here and just trust your stroke. Oh, yeah, that's the danger of hitting it soft, is it just can't get away from the pocket. Once you get close to it, it just trickles in, or it doesn't go and stays right there. And it's like it's a tough scenario, really, because you really do have to make it. So if you're like worried about missing it, you almost can't shoot at it, because you're gonna like have that bad feeling, and then when you miss, you're gonna leave it, and then now it's like double bad feeling. I would consider on that shot potentially kicking, like overcutting it enough to hit the bottom rail and kicking it up towards the side pocket and playing safe. I would always end up trying to overcut that ball more in case I don't hit it at all. I could actually kick it, and then leave the cue ball like kick and stick as like my luck factor part of it. But
well, Edward got a good shot on the 9 ball and tied it up 4-4.
Yep. This is what we signed up for here. Neck and neck. Nobody's really pulled out any like significant momentum. And they're just continuing to pick off one at a time. Yeah, maybe thin this and go 2 rails back to the 3 in the bottom left. Just cut it thin. It's pretty thin hit, but I think that's still the shot. Just a touch of high ball so you don't scratch in the side. Maybe a little bit of right English as well.
Didn't quite get there.
Yeah, his cue ball was good, but the ball pocketing did not make it.
Right. Let's see. All right. It's got a little angle here on the 3.
Yeah, that's good. That'll leave him a shot for the... I'm not sure exactly how he's going to hit this ball. If he just trickles it in, you might end up holding it enough to shoot the 4 on the right side.
Mm-hmm.
Good shot. That was a confident stroke. That was nice to see.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, after that 9 ball in the last game, I was, you'd like to see him recover and make some good shots to get back in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
dang, didn't quite get there. Yeah, what else do we got going on? Anything? Oh yeah, we got our school group.
Yep.
We've been doing some live content on Wednesday mornings, 10 a.m. Just going over different. Shawn's been doing a great job going over different topics and mindset things to sort of consider when you're playing pool. It's a lot of really good information. We've been posting those edited videos on our YouTube channel as well as on our school group. And we have our school community link pinned in the chat. If you want to join our school community, you can go ahead and click that link.
Yeah, the largest billiards group on school.com.
It is
170,000 users. We have the largest group there for billiards of the ones that are there. We're definitely growing that. We're going to continue to use that platform and evolve it.
Yeah.
Figure out how to just get all that content up there and then get the things that people really want to know and kind of accumulate it in one place and make it more like an actual like classroom type thing. But I think that my main focus has always been more the mental game and the process by which you do things more so than your actual technique. I think that there's plenty of technique that you can see and everything has to be so personalized that it's almost like, well, I can show you what I do, but you're not me physically. So it's difficult for me to be like, this is what you should do. I think there's just certain like universal concepts that most people can understand right away. And then now it's the question is, how can I use kind of like my own prior experiences to help me move forward faster than starting from a zero? And then, but I think that a lot of what I try to do is help people with understanding the process by which you get better. And then the self-limiting beliefs and all that stuff that, the way you self-talk and not really understanding like as deeply as you need to, like, how do I actually get better at this game over time, and realizing it doesn't happen in one day, but it will happen if you continue to grind on it and you continue to prioritize like, okay, these things are the things that I'm working on, and I will continue to get better at that until I'm like, I show that there's like real improvement, and then I move on, and then some stuff you got to learn like, oh, this isn't for me. I need to just let go of it quickly. And that's what's so personal about the journey is each person has a different way they do things. And that means that you're going to be different, doing different things when you play pool as well, and I'm not trying to obstruct that. I'm trying to help you with your own like version of that for yourself.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have a lot of everybody's got different things that they need to let go of, kind of thing.
Right.
Ooh,
Edward's like, ooh, not happy about that. He hit it a little bit.
He can bank it. Yeah, I believe in it. He
can bank it.
Yeah, I mean, he had a good 4, 5, 6 run, and then he missed the bank on the 7, and then Mike missed the 7 as well, and then I think he ran 7, 8. He got himself into a spot, but this is definitely a makeable bank.
That might go in the corner.
It's gonna lay up, I think.
It's pretty makeable. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that'll be a good topic from when to play safe and when to go for it.
Man. I don't even know if you could even dent that topic with an infinite amount of conversation.
Yeah.
It's so much of it's like, what do you actually know how to do? You know what I mean? What speed control do you have? Like, how comfortable are you applying English at slow speeds?
Right.
And your knowledge of those kinds of things, and just like understanding how much nice shot, understanding how much energy is imparted to the balls so that you can like play both ball speeds, not just one ball. I think most people are just, as a run out player, you're not paying attention to how fast the object ball is moving when you hit it. You pay more attention to the cue ball, but when you're playing to not make a ball, the other ball is on the table still, and you have to play the speed of that shot as well. And that's what makes it a lot more difficult. And there's a lot more that goes into it, but it's just knowledge, you learn over time. Like, when you hit half ball hit, the energy that's imparted from the cue ball to the object ball is half the energy roughly. So the balls are going to travel the same distance. And that's basically like the relationship. Full hit is like 100% goes to the object ball, half ball hit, half and half. And then like a razor thin hit, the cue ball will not hardly slow down at all. And then the object ball might only move an inch or two.
Yeah.
And then just understanding that's basically all you need to know, and then go from there. And then you put a little bit of spin on the ball to make it play off the rail a little bit different. And then you're pretty much use those few concepts and then practice. That's what one pocket's for.
Yep. Oh, I got the first one. It's 5-4 now. He's got a good. I think he. Yeah.
Looks like he's got a shot on the one and made a ball, right?
Yeah, he did. He made the 7.
Yeah, and I think you just want to use follow here. If you're comfortable using a little bit of right English, that would help you, but also make the shot more difficult. So you got to balance, all that stuff. As you get better, you can like do a little bit more tweaking with spin to help your position. But at the beginning, you need to make the ball. You can't do anything crazy. You can't be too creative because that can backfire on you, and then it's not helpful. But if you make the ball and you leave yourself some kind of a shot, yeah, see that looked like he put left English, and then he hit it 2 full because he was trying to play 2 rails back for the 6th or for the 2.
Yeah, and I don't know if Edward can see this ball.
Yeah, it looks like he's hooked.
You might be able to jump it.
Yeah. He's thinking about massing it, looks like. He could kick one rail to the left of the 5 and pretty much get this hit here.
Right.
Also, if he doesn't want to kick it here, if he doesn't want to jump at it or do this swerve shot that he's looking at.
I think he heard you.
Yeah, he's a pretty deliberate player. So it seems like he's willing to look past the first instinct and like really think about what he's doing, what's really the right shot. And I like to see that, is keeping your wits about you, even in competition, is important.
Well, and especially in competition, right? Like that's when it matters.
Right. Exactly. Like it's easy to play good when no one's watching.
Yep.
Like that's one of the amazing things about pool too, right? Is that, when people are watching, it's a different game than when no one's watching. And, even if you're not playing like for money or anything like that. It's still a little different. Ooh, what a shot with shape. That was sweet. Highlight reel, 5-4, market.
Where's the timestamp?
Draw back, maintain your angle on the.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think he's got to draw back to avoid being blocked by the 6 and the 8 here.
Right.
Maybe a stop shot hold you there.
Yeah.
Ooh, kind of got a miscue.
Yeah, it looked like the ball jumped.
Yeah, got away with it. Edward's smiling about it. That's good. Better smile than cry.
True that. Edward's such a good sport. We love him.
Yeah, I don't know if Edward jumps. He hasn't busted out any jump cues. He does have I thought it was a jump break, but I don't know. Maybe it's not.
Right. Yeah, I don't know.
He might not be at jumping land yet.
Join me, Edward. I'm just now going there.
Yeah, I spent years not jumping at all, and I forgot how. I used to be really good at it back when I played a little bit more competitive pool. Just kind of like took a break from competing for a few years, and then I kind of just stopped using my jump skills.
Mm-hmm.
But I used to be pretty good. I mean, I could jump and draw the ball and do stuff. I wouldn't say I was like pro level, but I was good enough at it to be able to use it in competition and do something with it and be comfortable, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I haven't done that in a while. I can't even remember how I used to do it. I like relearned it basically. But it's all good. The equipment now is way different than it used to be. I feel like it's just a whole nother stroke now.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just getting used to it myself. I'm working on intentionality with my direction and hitting the spot on the ball that's going to keep it in a straight line.
Yep. Nice. Yeah, if I like the shot that I like here is to use draw and just come up table to the middle of the table. But I think I'd want to be a little bit further away than that. I think Mike's is playing the cue ball a little bit too close. It's actually like, to me, I can't even follow through completely when it's that close. He's playing one rail forward though, looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, because see how he had to lift his cue up? It seemed like he's too close to the ball.
Yeah, to be out of the way.
And I don't know if that's like what's going on exactly with that. I'm just making an observation. I could be off with my thinking on that. But I like keeping the ball. When I take ball in hand, I want the cue ball to be basically like 1.5 feet away from the object ball.
Extension.
And then, because what I like is I like to have everything as consistent as possible. So I want the cue ball to be a certain distance away unless I have to deviate from that. And that allows me to know, okay, this is the stroke that I need because this is like the distance that I always play from. And then I can just kind of go from that consistent place and deviate as necessary. Ooh, I think he sold this out. Maybe not.
I don't think so. I think that Mike might be a little bit, well, I don't know.
He's got to hit the top half of it. So I know that he can hit part of the ball.
Yeah, for sure.
It looks very close, but I think
he might be able to
he might
get
be
it.
able to make it. Now he just needs to make sure to play enough spin to come above the 9 and not be behind the 9.
Mm-hmm.
Good shot. Gave himself a good angle to come forward and go down to the end rail and back up past, really past the 6, like right between the 5 and the 6 is where I'd like to end up on this shot. Kind of where he's pointing his cue. Maybe he shoots the 5 in the side. If it's,
I was thinking the 5 in the side.
Yeah,
and then roll up and then 6 in the other side.
Exactly. Yeah, that's totally a good shot. A good way to play it. You don't want to do anything too extravagant. Rolling ball, stop shots. A little bit of draw. That's all you want to ever have to do. That's playing the table the right way. Ooh, he put unintentional left English there.
But the 9 ball helped him get back out from behind the stack, which was good for him.
Yeah. He just needs to breathe here and be calm. I think he's starting to overanalyze things a little bit. That's when your thinking brain starts to take over and you start to kind of lose touch of your body sensations. But it's natural to feel some sort of way, in competition, and I don't know if he's planning on taking a break during the middle just to kind of recalibrate. But after you've been playing for an hour and a half, it's easy to lose focus because most people, in fact, pretty much all of humanity, really have difficulty focusing for longer than 45 minutes to an hour at a time. And you have to just train yourself to be so automated with pool that you can kind of like play through that. I think Edward can just play safe here by shooting the 4 between the 6 and the 8 if he doesn't like playing a combo.
And then parking it up against the 8.
Yeah, against the 8 or the 6, depending on what he likes. Yeah, that was a good shot. Yeah, he saw what needed to be done there. Hit it pretty good. So what do we go back around and talk about? So we got Brian Nels versus Henry Costas tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Then we got one pocket action on Saturday, Paul Marquez.
Valentine's Day
Valentine's
match.
Day. Will you be my Valentine?
Oh, yeah. And then we got Battle of the Bartenders on Sunday afternoon.
3 p.m.
For your Sunday fun day.
Yeah, so y'all don't have to get up too early or stay up too late. It'll be just it'll be right in the perfect moment when league starts to happen for Sunday league too. So I'm excited. There's going to be a lot of people watching that, I think. We got a really heavy contingent of people that play a lot of pool at scratch and a lot of pool at penalty box. And if y'all don't know these two bartenders, but John and I haven't known that long. I've been knowing Shane for a long time. But this is going to be an interesting match. I don't know where this came from. It just all of a sudden
showed up.
It's just been like, hey, can you stream this one? We're trying to play. And I was like, all right, bro, let's do it.
We got Mike Ottoboni coming to be a referee. Exactly. We got referees now.
with White Velvet on the case.
Is that his nickname?
One of them.
Do I want to know the story?
I don't know the story. I just know the nickname.
Oh, got it. That makes it even more notorious when nobody knows the story, but they know the name. Amazing. And then we got Chad Andreessen and Ed Caulfield coming to play. And then I think Kevin is coming back. Kevin Wicks is coming back to do the commentary for that.
Yeah, I asked him.
Nice shot, Edward.
I asked him if he wanted to do it, and he said he's down. Edward made a good one there. Yeah. You got action here.
Oh, yeah.
You can follow and go 2 rails for the 8 in the right side, or you can draw here and maybe hold it for the same for the left side, but I think maybe I'd let my cue ball move a little bit here.
Mm-hmm.
They're definitely realizing that you need, like on a 9-footer, it's almost mandatory to have either an extension or be good with the bridge.
Yeah, I need one. I need an extension.
Yeah, I'm sorry I lost the 8-inch extension that goes with that cue.
It's fine. I'll figure it out someday.
Ooh,
nice.
That was a good shot. And he's
that was great.
Really, really good speed on this.
Mm-hmm.
Now he can just kind of like draw over to the side rail, like punch or draw.
Mm-hmm.
Stun it.
Yep.
I like calling it punch, but I don't know if that's really.
Is that a technical term?
You know what the cue ball needs to do.
Right. I mean, looks like Edward knows what the cue ball needs to do as well.
Yep. Now this is just make sure nice level cue and trust your stroke here. Any steering, you're off.
There it goes. 5-5.
This is neck and neck. It was 2-0 at one point. That's the furthest differential.
Yeah, and then it caught back up, got to what, 3-1, and it was 3-1, 3-2, 3-3, then 4-3, 4-4, 5-4, 5-5. It's getting exciting.
Yeah, we're about halfway through it.
Yeah, I think we need to remind them about the break, like at the beginning. Like,
I mean,
at the beginning, I mean, before they start,
I think they all know they can take breaks, To me.
Sometimes they don't, though.
Yeah.
If any of y'all ever end up on the stream, just know you can take a break whenever.
Yeah, I mean, don't make it excessive,
Right.
People are watching, so
right.
There's that.
Right.
But I think it's okay to
one player break. I think a match is good, halfway through. But
yeah, I definitely on a longer race, maybe not a race to 9, but a race to 11, especially if it starts going long. I try to take a break after like an hour and a half, but I could play a longer set and be okay. It's just, you got to kind of like, you got to realize there's going to be lulls in your game.
Looks like he got the 8 on the break. He's got a good shot on the 1.
Yeah,
I think a 2-9 here would be very difficult to pull off.
2-9 bank shot.
Maybe if you came across the front of the 9, it would totally go. But I don't know if the 2 would get in the way of the 9 coming back down table. This is spicy.
Ooh. Maybe. Maybe he can hit the side of the 2. I don't think there's much chance for the 9 to go from here, though.
Yeah, it just depends, really. Because you'd have to hit the far right side, like very thin, to even cut the 9 in such a way that it would have the angle to do the bank to the top left corner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he doesn't have a lot of wiggle room between that 3 and that 4 ball for sure. Nice.
Dang. It's worse.
Well,
I used to kick at the ball.
Yeah.
It was a good, if he was trying for that 5, that was a great shot. I know that all you can really do almost there is just make a hit. So,
right.
It's like he got a little unfortunate that he made the ball and left himself like this, but it is what it is. It's a pretty routine hit because it's so close to the rail. You can miss by quite a margin hitting it into the ball and still hit it.
Mm-hmm.
You could actually be playing to make this ball, and you get shape probably on the 3 if you did. If you just go play the kick to the top left corner.
Yeah. Ooh. You got him?
I don't think so. Looks like he can make it in the bottom right. This is a pretty long shot, really long and far away from the object ball, and the object ball is far from the hole.
Yeah. I just couldn't tell where that 7 was, you know?
Yeah.
Excuse me. Nice.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
I thought he scratched, but that was a really nice shot just to pocket that ball. He's doing okay here. This is basically the same kind of shot. Just far away and a little bit of off angle. Play your speed, you know, and then work it out.
Yep.
That was great.
Mm-hmm. Good speed there.
I think maybe he has the proper angle to go a little bit more towards the left side pocket to get the angle he wants on the cue ball. I don't know.
You mean on the 6 ball?
Yeah, to get to the 6. Yeah, I mean he has the angle on the 4 to get the cue ball over to that spot.
Yeah.
Because I think that he kind of looks straight in on the monitor, but it looks to me like it's going to go towards the left side pocket if he just uses a draw stroke.
Mm-hmm. All right. Looks like Edward's turn to get in here. And I don't think Edward's had a lead at all this game, right? I think he's always been catching up.
He's been even pretty much 3-3, 4-4, and 5-5, but he hasn't had a lead yet.
Right.
Yeah, I think he's just got to draw this straight back.
Mm-hmm.
Lefty.
Bridge. Extension.
He's going to use a bridge and an extension.
All right.
All of it.
All of the things. Gotta do what you gotta do to get there.
Yep. Got to know the tools of the trade. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think you need an extension if you're going to use the bridge. It's not that far down. I've had to before, but that's more like if you have to elevate.
Right.
Yeah, it looked like he was, honestly, it looked to me like he was overcutting it just from watching the shot.
Mm-hmm. And here I would say he's probably just going to draw it back into the rail. That'll probably give him the angle he needs.
Yeah. You could slam it and go forward and play it to the left top corner. Play the 6 in the left top corner, but you'd have to go a lot of cue ball movement. Go to the end rail and forward. And then you might end up over-rolling and then shooting the 6 in the side and the left side as well that way. But I think that if he can just draw this to the side rail, that's what I like too. He's going forward though. Oh, you like the bank shot here?
I do. But also, I'm actually pretty good at running a ball past the side pocket all the way up the rail. So I wouldn't be afraid to run it all the way down the table to the bottom right pocket.
Gotcha.
But I would go for the cross bank as
bank
well.
Here. And the cue ball, you can hit it hard enough to come back for the 6 as well.
All right. The balls have been broken out now.
Okay.
It looks like the 9's blocking that 7 ball.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Mike's just gonna, I don't know.
Yeah. A little bit
Maybe,
of draw.
yeah, draw
Pass
it
the
back.
side.
Mm-hmm.
Just confident stroke is what you need here. I think he's actually just going to go forward.
Yeah. Looks like he's just gonna pass it.
Yeah, and he like hit it full, I think, to just make sure that
He didn't scratch. Yeah.
That's it's pretty common when you get a little bit of, I don't know if you call it negative self-talk, but a bad feeling about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a kind of you're an overthinking type thing. Yeah, Ed would need to hit that a little bit more power.
Yeah.
So if he thins this and hits and makes it and hits either the 9 or the 7, that would be better than probably going through them.
Well, now he's left Mike with a bank shot here.
Yep.
I feel like trying to cut it to the side pocket is a little bit steep. Like you don't get as much of the pocket window as a visible thing.
Mm-hmm.
I would go for the bank. I feel like it's pretty straight.
Oh yeah, the bank.
Yeah, the bank is pretty.
If I was going to try to make it, I'd definitely shoot the bank.
Mm-hmm.
Play a little bit of follow to come back over to the left side of the table.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that I'd want to draw it.
No.
He's playing a safety.
Yep.
And that's fine. This is a good shot. He's forcing Edward, who hasn't actually busted out any jumping, to kick at a shot. And it's the 6 is in the middle of the table. Roughly speaking, it's far from a rail, and those are the hardest balls to kick at is when they're out in space.
Yep. You got to know you're going to hit it.
Yep.
To hit it.
There's no like luck involved. Like you can't hit the rail accidentally and make it. Any spin you use is going to make the ball deviate.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're like, you have to play it proper. I think maybe 2 rails to the left and then the bottom rail. Oh, he is getting his jump cue out. Looks like he's got one.
I know it's the first time in the match we've seen it.
I think this is his break cue that's broken down. I thought it was like like the air rush break cue.
Got it.
Looks pretty routine.
Didn't get it over the 7.
Right into it. Okay, well, Mike's got something here.
Yeah, he's got ball in hand on the 6. And then 7-9.
Yeah, that was a good containing safety. Forced him to make an error, and now he's got a manageable situation. He's just got to navigate these 3 balls.
Yeah. He's got this. I don't know. I feel like I would have tried to make, if I could, try to make that distance a little bit shorter between the 7 and the cue ball. But here I feel like if you hit it with a pretty powerful draw stroke, maybe a little bit of left,
Yeah, I think Mike's just going to hit
He's always top. Yeah, it
he's
seems.
going to roll it in.
He doesn't really like the draw stroke, it seems like. That was a very confident 7 ball, though.
Yeah, and he's got actually a reasonable shot here to cut this in the side, I think, or shoot it all the way down. I think if it's
I feel like if it was me, I would go all the way down. I feel like even though it's longer, it's straighter.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Ooh.
Oh man, is it going to go all the way to the end rail?
No,
Not quite.
This is pretty cuttable.
Yeah.
All right, we got Edward. Dink off the side rail. Takes the lead for the first time in the match.
All right, we're past halfway now. 6-5.
Yep.
More tea.
Round 3 of tea.
Oh yeah, I'm thirsty all of a sudden.
I know, right? Well, while Shawn gets us some tea, I'm going to give another shout out to our sponsors, Clean Slate Pool Tables. Dom and Tony are working hard these days, getting these jobs done. They've got that awesome calculator that will give you an estimate for the job, and you can book it on their website. So check them out, cleanslatepooltables.com. And then we've got Tibbitts at Fernhill, one of the best brunch spots in Tacoma, Washington. Very highly rated, reservations only, Indigenous-Owned. Whoa. That was a monster break by Edward. He made 4 balls on the break. Yeah, 4 balls. Shawn's in the other room like, what? But yeah, some of the best food that I've had in a long time. Amazing human, has supported Easy Street throughout our journey from the very beginning, which has been really awesome. So we also like to show some support to him, and we're going to go see him this coming Sunday. So grab your reservations, go check him out. Edward's got this 3 ball here. All right, easy peasy. Put some draw on there. And then I feel like, given that there's a little bit of angle here, it could be possible to like float it a little too much. But if he hits it soft, I think he can manage to get a nice shot on the 7. There you go, right off the rail. A little bit of an angle. Yeah, we're in break and run territory here.
Yep, I think with the angle that he's got, I like playing this with follow and maybe a touch of left English and going 2 rails back to the middle of the table versus trying to like punch it to get off the rail.
Mm-hmm. Like to come off the top rail.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Maybe there's more angle than I thought. That was actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's just got to, use a little bit of draw so he doesn't go too far forward.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, nice.
Sweet.
And he is lined up on this 9 ball. Amazing job, Edward. Starts with a 4 balls on the break and then runs 5. Got the first break and run of the match.
That's the first break and run in a while. I don't think there was one on Monday, right?
Oh, I don't think so either. Yeah. So yeah, good job, Edward. That's amazing. Got the break and run, pulled away. Now he's got a 2-game lead over Mike. So hopefully Mike, can get back in there.
Yeah, that was the first rack that was decisive, really. Every other rack, there's been a few opportunities from both
Edward
players.
owned that rack 100%.
Yeah.
As soon as he made those 4 balls on the break, he was like, nah, we're running this out. Because the 3 ball was just outside because you weren't here, but, the 3 ball was just outside the pocket there. And then he made the 4 or 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So it's 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. He made the 6 down there. 7, 8, 9. Super good. All right. Looks like he's got a look on the 2.
Yeah, this is actually another potential run if he can make a really good shot on the 2.
Well, and like that, I think that at least that, getting that win and then going to that break and run, I feel like he's feeling the momentum, so let's see, hopefully he can ride the wave.
Yeah, he was saying that it took him like 3 hours to get comfortable on the 9-footer last time he played on one. So
dang,
we're getting to be 2 hours into it.
Yeah.
So maybe that's part of it.
Yeah. All right.
Maybe a bank shot here. And then
I would love the bank shot
float
here.
up for the 3 ball that way by using a little bit of draw. If you cut it, then it's a little bit tough to get back for the 3.
Without getting all the way to the other side of the table.
Yeah,
you can get stuck potentially.
Because you're going to come up table towards the 7 and the 9 on this cut shot. And now it's like, how are you going to get back over for the 3 ball? Did he make it? Not quite.
Not quite.
That was the shot, though. I think you just gotta shoot it, and then actually it seemed like after he hit it that was a little bit steeper than I thought it was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting. Must not have had a clear shot at it.
Mike's pretty straight on this 2 ball.
Yeah, just a little bit of angle because of that 2 is just a little bit off the rail.
Yeah.
Maybe he came out enough.
Seems like he could maybe see it.
Yeah, I'd like
hard
to see
to tell.
Mike go for a little bit more with the stroke. I think he's kind of babying it a little bit more than he should in some of these spots. And I don't know if that's a confidence thing or it's just his comfort is more on the bar table.
Mm-hmm.
And you just hit it a little bit softer for most shots. Yeah, looks like he has to kick at this ball.
Mm. What's the furthest distance you've seen somebody try to jump a ball, like away from the middle ball?
I mean, now the jumping is getting to the level where people can double jump, where you can jump and then bounce the cue ball and then jump over the ball out on the second jump. I've seen it where then you can jump a ball that's like you could jump over the 5 by doing that, by jumping and then landing in front of the 5 and bouncing it over the 5, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm not.
Dang.
That's not something that I'm like equipped to do, but I've seen it.
Yeah.
You're basically doing a double jump.
Yeah, that seems pretty intense. I don't know if I could get with that.
Yeah, practice makes perfect.
Yeah. Nice shot on the 3. A televised action table. Amazing.
All right, Edward just needs to do like a little bit of draw here. And then he's going to be positioned to shoot either the 5 past the 9 or the combo. Ooh. Missed it. See what Mike comes up with here. He's got a manageable situation. Back and forth for the 5. Between the 5 and the 8, and then back over, maybe.
All right.
Oh, caught the point.
That's the thing about this table is that you can't really cheat the pocket. It's a little bit tighter than the standard 4.5, just a little bit, but that little bit is enough to be a little bit different for most people.
Yeah, definitely. Ooh.
Put the stroke on it, Edward. Nice. What do you think? What do you think he's going for here? You think he's going to try the 9 again?
I don't think so. If it's me, I'm probably cutting it. I think you can cut it in the side past the 9. You might call the 9, but then try to just make the 5. Now, if he shoots that shot, this is interesting. I could see the 9 moving. I could also see the cue ball going in one of these holes. If he cuts it in the left.
Did he call the 9?
He did. He must have.
Yeah. Nice.
Dang.
See, I was wondering if he was going to go for that 9.
It definitely seemed like it could move.
Yeah. He was looking for the tangent line.
Call 9. Good shot. That was a good shot. So it's 8-5 now. Yeah, Edwards definitely caught a little bit of a gear here.
Yeah.
Mike's been playing a little bit tentative the whole time in some spots and then had some really confident strokes as well. So we'll see. I mean, he's had a chance other than that one break and run. Obviously Mike's had a chance in every rack, so it's not been like that. But Edward definitely is executed really well the last few racks. Just taking advantage of the shots that he was allowed to have. He's made 1 and then left 2 kind of near the hole. So I think he's going to play this 1-8 combo. We'll see how the 1 comes out if he makes it. It's pretty thin cut on the 8 to make it.
Ooh, just missed it.
Yeah, and I think now the 1 is probably going to go in, not the 8 here. I think you can play the
1 off the 8 even.
Yeah, exactly. Glance it.
Yeah, I think Edward's definitely riding some momentum right now, which is nice to see because he had that slow start in the beginning.
Yeah.
Oof.
Oh.
Brutal.
Dang. I did not expect it to go past the 6, make it and scratch. Just enough residual follow on it to go past. Just following after making it.
Yep. Edward is contemplating. He's got to get to that 2-ball. So I think it looks like he's just going to go for the corner pocket.
Yeah, I think he's doing that to avoid bumping the 8, potentially making it harder.
Yeah.
I think he realizes if you leave the 8 there.
Well, it looks like he's setting for the 2-9.
I think he's looking at his options. But I think the 2 goes past the 9, so I don't think it's necessary.
No, it's not necessary, but he's been very successful at early 9s this whole match, you know. A little bit of top, follow it just right. I think he overrolled it. Maybe, well, no, actually, he probably set himself up perfect.
Now he might shoot the 2-9, but I think that this is actually okay to just use a little draw and then bump the 7 a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then have a shot on the 3.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It looks like
he's going for the 9.
Not sure. No, he's just going to make the 2 here.
Okay. Yeah, the way he's aiming on it, it doesn't look like he's going to go for the 2-9. But
yeah, he's just
kind of looked like he was trying to line up on it.
Figuring out how to make it bump the 7 and not lose control.
Oh, the dog's hungry. I gotta go.
Oh, yeah?
I think so. I think it's about time.
Yeah. It's past time.
Past time. Ooh, sorry, Babush. I'll be back.
I'll be by myself here for a second. Mike played a nice speed safe there, forcing Edward to kick at this ball. Appreciate everyone who's tuning in, watching this battle. I'm sure the players appreciate having people watching. It's good for everybody, you know. Doesn't have to be just great players playing against each other. It can be up-and-comers and more casual players as well. Thanks to these, you know, the Evo streaming and all that. It's great, you know, for that. Anybody can join in the fun, and anybody can get their reps in on, you know, with some viewership. And I really appreciate how cool that is. Also, you know, I've been fortunate to have quite a bit of time watching my own self be playing and streaming matches back when it was more just marquee players. But it seems as though now it doesn't need to be that way. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how people really use the technology to help themselves improve, you know. So I advise anybody that's really trying to get better, you know, if you haven't been on the stream, you know, get on the stream, but also try to be prepared for it too. You know, it's a different beast, you know, than just playing league or like cities or even just like weekend tournaments, you know, like knowing that you've got in this situation, you know, 15 players, 15 people on this stream, you know, and I don't know how many people are actively watching it at this moment, but I'm definitely watching it. I'm talking about it, you know, and they know that. So there's a different kind of pressure, you know. So we got a couple. Edward missed that cut shot and left Mike tough, and I expect Mike to play safety here. Probably thin off the 2, and you try to use the 9. Use the 9 or the 7 as the blocker. Pretty good shot. I don't know if Edward's going to try to make this combo, the 2-3 combo, or if the 2 passes. It looks like there might be an area where it goes past. It's just the 3 looks like it's obstructing slightly. Yeah, made it. Nice shot. Now he's going to have to draw back for the 5. Main thing you're going to want to do is cut it enough for the cue ball to touch the rail so that you don't hit that 8 ball full on the way back. You don't want to draw this straight back. You want to actually hit the rail and use a little bit left English, I would say.
And we're back.
Nice. Just enough. Maybe.
Looks like it's barely, but I don't know if he'll like. He might have enough to hit it, but like it would overcut to this, like past the pocket, like not quite get there.
Exactly. Might be able to kick it in though. I mean, kick and stick it, and then play it off the
8.
Off the 8.
Whoo!
Drilled it. Wow. That was a highlight.
I know, right? Sweet
With
shot.
Shape. Does it go? All that snorting is the dog, so you all know. He just ate, so he's really hungry now.
He's definitely the only dog that I know that just gets hungrier if you feed him. I know. You're so grumpy.
He's trying to decide if this 7 goes. Yeah, if this goes and he makes it and gets out from here, this is going to be a really nice rack to pull off.
Mm-hmm.
We'll never know. That was a great kick shot, though. And actually, that draw stroke, you almost hit it, another 2-3 inches and he would have been there. That was super close to being money. I think Mike needs to use draw and right English here.
Yeah, agree.
To come back to the middle of the table. Ideally, past the side so he can shoot the 8 and go down table towards the 9.
Looks like he's putting top on it.
Yeah, so from here, he's going to have to play multi-rail shape. A little bit trickier. Yeah, that shot, if he's trying to play that angle, he's going to have to use left English to hold the cue ball.
Whew.
Yeah, but he got away with it. He might actually bump up for almost straight in. Ugh, not quite. This is tough. Bank shot on the side.
That's what I like. I mean, you could go for the backward cut into the corner pocket. I made a lot of those, but they're dangerous. You can scratch on those pretty easily.
Yeah, Mike needs to make this ball. This is a huge one. Just gotta really think about what you want it to look like. He's gonna back cut it, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, this is flirting with the scratch with the amount of velocity you're gonna need to hit this ball.
Yep. Got the scratch and pocketed the 9. Looks like he just gave it to him. All right, 9-5. Looks like Edward's starting to pull away a little bit.
Yeah. It's been a good match. I expect Mike to pull off a few more games here at least. I don't think he's given up completely. He's just been kind of in a little bit of a tough spot a couple times. Almost got there. Really, if he just keeps his mentality strong, he's in there. I mean, Edwards, even that, other than that one break and run, Edwards he's made some great outs, but then every rack Mike's had an opportunity. So I hope he just can be aware of the opportunities and see that they're there, and that it's about seeing the opportunities is the first thing, and then taking advantage when you see, okay, these are the things I need to work on. And I think that Mike's definitely going to come away with the set, win or lose, with a lot of good information as far as what he needs to do to proceed with his game, to get him a little bit more confident with what he's doing. He definitely has the intelligence to play the game. It's just a question of he's got to add a little bit more to his tool bag, I'd say. He's hitting the ball a little bit softer than is really ideal for these tables, not getting quite the stroke. He has been using some good strokes on some of the shots, but just kind of almost every shot on a 9-footer you want to hit with a little bit of power, I'd say, a little bit of stroke. I don't like to just baby the ball, unless you have to. But he's done really well overall with it. Just hasn't quite worked out. He's had a couple a little bit more of those leaving the 9 in the jaws for Edward now than he was at the beginning. And Edward was kind of leaving himself those situations.
A little rattle there.
Yeah, he got fortunate to rattle it a little bit. He would have had to play a jump shot or a tough kick otherwise. Drew past where he wanted to be.
Yeah.
Well, Mike's not out of the woods here yet. You got the 5 is way down there. 4 to the 5 is tricky.
Yeah.
Just making the 2 and getting on the 3 here is a little bit tough, actually, being that far away. Oh, he missed it completely. See, and I wonder a little bit if Mike's kind of being affected a little bit by the score and by his recent results. The last few games have not gone his way. And that can have a tendency to snowball on you if you're not careful. And it's about having a reset program, a little protocol that you can run that helps you get yourself back in it.
Yeah.
That's something that you have to develop, is that, what do I do when things aren't going well? How can I turn it around? What's my narrative going to be? Because once you start playing good, your opponent, it's all of a sudden it seems like they can do everything. And you're like, dang, I don't know what I'm doing, and it's, you can think too much about that and not about seeing that you've actually had chances, and that you've just kind of almost got there. And it's just about just cleaning it up just a little bit, more so than anything else. That 9 ball that he missed, if he would have hit that ball a little bit harder, a little bit softer, the speed of it, he would have been on it, and then he would have had a reasonable shot. Edward's overdrawn this shot, so he's likely to not have great position on the 5 here. He could come with a great shot, but he's probably going to make this ball and have to play safety. And then if Mike's ready for that, then he can be back in this, and but if he's not ready, then who knows what's going to happen. There's still a lot of pool to play here, especially if Mike starts winning games.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, he's hooked. I don't think he can hit it at all.
Yeah. Almost got there though.
Yeah, that was a great stroke, really. Edward's definitely capable of hitting the ball with some good stroke. I've not really watched him let his stroke out.
Well, you can't
beforehand
on a 7-footer, and that's usually the only place we see him play, right? Either penalty box or scratch or O'Blarney's, right?
Yeah.
It's you can't really let it out there. Whew, man.
Edward almost nailed that one.
I know, right?
Left Mike a little tough. I think I like cutting this. If I'm going to try to cut it, is to cut it in the top right, rather than the bottom left or the top left, just because I feel like the scratch is on if you go to the left.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a little bit tricky position play though, with the 8 being kind of in the spot where you want to play your 7 ball position too. I might consider playing a safety here though as well. You can play a bank shot on the 5 as well.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of like decided to change his cueing from on that shot. He's coming straight down rather than holding his cue there and setting his body around it like he was earlier. He might be decided he's just going to go a different direction.
Mm-hmm. Does a 5 go past the 7?
I think so. I think he's left Edward a pretty good opportunity here. See how Edward's running. If he's still running the balls as good as he was earlier.
Kind of looked like he lifted his elbow up a little bit on that one.
Like I said, if Mike can see that there's pool to play here, it's not over yet.
Right.
It will be if you give up on it and you get too frustrated, or you just kind of get too down on yourself, which is easy to do after being like basically ahead the whole time. And then, the last few racks, Edward's actually shown quite a bit more power and speed than he had earlier. And I don't know if it threw Mike off or not, but Mike's in there, but he's got the experience factor and as far as age goes, and that can help you like in these times where you're like, you know what, this is time. It's time to actually do the thing now. We got to stop messing around.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, whew. You got good on it though. He wanted to get above the 8, which I think he's done. So now his follow stroke here is going to lead him down to maybe the 3rd diamond. Hopefully that like he wants to get to this like 2.5, right, to get straight in. But maybe he's just going to stop it and shoot it. I'd like that as well. A little bit lower on the cue ball would have been great there. I think he's staying close to the center of the cue ball a little bit more than he needs to, and that's causing some of these stroke shots to not work out. Yeah, he's definitely showing disappointment. Yeah, so Edward's going to pick this one up, it looks like. And this is going to be pretty difficult from here, especially just kind of seeing the way it's kind of evolved the last few racks.
All right.
10-5.
10-5. Edward's on the hill.
Edward's on the hill. And he's won 6 games straight here. Yeah, that break and run, that nice kick shot. Although he didn't get out on that kick shot out of that rack. But he's made some great shots here. But I feel like Mike's just kind of he's had his moments. It just hasn't. On the 9 ball, it seems like he hasn't executed. He's left a few, like, that really he'd love to get back. But we still got to keep playing here. Let's see what happens.
Yep.
See if Edward puts a huge breakdown.
Dude, that other one was such a monster break. I was like, whoa. Well, got the 4 down.
This looks okay here. I think the 3 passes the 8 in the top right. It's a little bit tight looking, but maybe it goes. So this is another break and run potential. 7-ball run or 8-ball run is a little bit tougher, but it's totally doable. You just the 2-ball is close to the hole, so hopefully. Ooh. Just as I speak about it, misses the first ball. I don't know if Mike has a kick shot to make this one, or he has to thin off of it.
And we got like 18 people watching right now. Who all's out there? Say hi.
Got a little bit of a double kiss. We got away with it.
Right.
He's left the edge of the ball, but this is okay. It's not a total sellout, and Edward's not going to be able to pocket this ball. I don't think he's going to have to play safe as well. I don't know that he's going to maybe play to try to make the 2-ball somehow. That seems a little bit excessive risk. All right, maybe that is what he's going to do. Dang, he ended up with the shot.
Looks like it. Edward came to play. Does it go past the 5, you think? Or it goes past the 8?
I'm not sure because the 8 got moved, so I don't know if it still goes or not. It looks like it does, though. I don't think it goes past the 5 in the top left, though.
Right.
He might be playing safe here. I think he was shooting a combo.
All 3 balls.
Trying to make them all. Got it. All right, Mike's got a pretty. This is about as good as it's going to get, 6 balls, but are all out in the open.
Yeah.
It's just got to bear down and make them, do the thing repeatedly. Yeah, he's kind of steering with his body there. Just follow this and you got to get out enough in order to really have a good shot here. If he babies it just won't happen. There you go. That's what he needed to get out in the middle of the table so he can get some a little bit easier cueing. Probably going to have to follow this back to the middle of the table. Above the 7 at least, not necessarily middle of the table. Oh, was he playing for the 9 combo? Maybe. This is kind of what Edward is hoping for, I think, is the 8 to the 9 can be tricky with the 8 being right on that side rail. You got to get really straight in on it to draw it back for an easier shot, or you got to leave the angle to go forward and 3 rails. I don't think you want to necessarily draw this ball and then try to come side to side. That would be a little bit tough, I would say.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe he overcut it a little bit. Overrolled it.
Overrolled it, yeah.
This should be fine. It's going to go back to the side rail, so as long as he hits it just really good speed, he should be okay.
Nice shot.
Little steep
on that, yeah. But
Yeah. Now,
on this kind of shot, though, I feel like you could also do the draw.
Now the draw shot makes sense. Yeah, the side to side shot is the shot now. I would say, because you're probably not going to draw it enough to scratch in the sides. You know what I mean? You just want to stay above that. I would say I wouldn't try to go for all of it and try to get back to straight in on the 9.
Right.
Yeah. See if Mike can make this shot and get out here and just stop the bleeding and then develop some momentum.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna have to get a good stroke here, either follow or draw. I wouldn't want to just float this in and hope that, and leave yourself too long. That's you kind of want to go for it to get yourself in a better spot. I know that's difficult, but you got to play your way through it.
Yep.
That was a good shot. He hit it confidently, at least. Now he just needs to be confident here. Really be confident,
Yeah.
Follow and just finish your stroke, right? Pick your shot, pick your stroke, and then finish your stroke.
Follow through.
Trust your stroke. Yeah, that might be it right there.
Yeah. Well, just so everybody knows, we are going to do player interviews at the end of the match. If anybody was tuned into our last
I forgot to
live stream, I think that they that something happened with the audio, so we couldn't get some of the player interview done. But
you missed.
Oh, here we go.
Dang.
We still got action, but we will be doing player interviews regardless. I know we had some issue with the audio, but I think we got it figured out. So hopefully we can continue on. All right. Mike puts it away. 10-6.
All right.
We got action. Mike. All right. What did you say? You didn't tell them what?
No, I forgot to mention we were going to do the interviews, but normally, if they've watched any of these, they know that, but we'll see.
Yeah.
If we miss it, then we're sorry for all that, because they can shut the stream off from their end. I didn't tell them not to yet.
Oh.
But,
you want to poke your head in while they're racking? No.
No. We'll be all right if they don't get it in.
Sounds good. But we're going to try.
I don't want to be involved at this stage of it.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I don't want to go in there.
Too dicey.
It's it's 10-6, but if I'd be like, oh, well, you guys got to stay afterwards, and then now, I don't want either player to have extra pressure because I just showed up.
Yeah, for sure.
It's almost over, so I better mention this that I forgot to mention.
Yeah, no worries.
That's my fault for doing that.
Yeah, we'll just try to grab them, and if we can't, we can't. But if we can, then we will.
Yeah. So if it ends up getting shut off before the interviews, then my apologies. That would be my mistake. But I think it'll be all right. Either way, I think people they know whoever wins this is going to be happy, and the other player is going to be disappointed. And both people know they could play better. I'm really looking forward to seeing more pool here, though, now that we're here. I've always been one of those guys. I love to see a good comeback.
Oh, yeah.
Mike needs to score his game, though.
Yeah.
After he shoots the shot, I'm going to have to go in there and tell him if he doesn't do it himself. Ooh. Yeah. I'm going to go tell him the score.
All right. Sounds good. Edwards line up here on the 1. I think if he hits it soft, he can like leave it over there. Yeah, I was concerned that maybe he'd get hidden behind the 3-4. I might have tried to leave it on the inside, on the right side of the 5, or sorry, the 3, and then tried the back cut into the bottom right corner. Or a little harder, and he probably could have gotten out from underneath the 4. But
They marked it without me.
okay, good.
Yeah, I didn't say anything. I did not.
Yeah, of course not.
I'm not trying to do. It's fine. Be fine.
Yep.
All right. Mike's got a shot here.
On the 2.
Yeah, it's just a natural rolling shot to the middle of the table. Overrolled it a little bit. Maybe that's, this is tougher. Laid over the 7 to do the, the easy queuing has been taken away here.
Yeah. Would you go for the top left corner here?
I would if the 7 wasn't there, and now I'd be seriously thinking about cutting it in the top right, super thin, and then just playing the speed. Because it looks like it might scratch.
Oh, bummer. Well, the table looks pretty open.
Yeah, that 7 looks like it goes pretty easily in the right side pocket. That makes this out a lot easier because then you're connecting. The 6, 7, 8 are connected pretty easily. So as long as you get it like a nice shot on the 4, which he didn't really get. Now I'm not sure what's supposed to happen. Maybe he plays the bank shot. I don't know. It looks like maybe a double kiss though.
Not if you come across the front of it.
Yeah, that's true. That's going to disturb the 7 or the 8 then.
Well, maybe. if you hit like stop shot though, when you come across the front, it will go straight down and back.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe he's playing
Kick
in
it.
the side. Oh, kick shot. Interesting. Is that going to go?
Looks like it. Almost.
Oh,
and then he hooked him.
Jump shot. Let's go, Mike. We need some reels here.
I know, right?
Kick? I don't care. Whatever it is.
He marked it. What does that mean? $23 people watching now. Nice.
Yeah, we're getting down to the nitty gritty. People are like, "Oh, we're back. It's getting close."
At
the beginning,
right? It's a slow start.
We got a little bit of time, but now it's like, all right, at any moment it could be over. It's time to watch. This is the final minutes.
Oh, nice shot.
Let's go.
That'll be a reel.
Yeah, and then as long as you can pocket the 6, and then there's not a weird entanglement with the 9, then looking good. I think that it looks like if you hit it, it's going to just float off of it and go solidly into the 9, which should leave that shot on the 7 that you really want. Then the question is whether or not the 9 gets in the way of the 8.
Did not get there.
Yeah, see, the 9 is like blocking the 8 now.
Yeah.
Interesting. Edward's probably being like, dang it. I had it and I screwed it up. And now this is going to be tougher, but it is what it is. We'll see.
Well, Mike's the one who put the 9 ball there.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. Edward's going to try to draw with the right. Oh, dang.
All right. This is
interesting.
Yep. I think here
it's play a third 9-ball combo.
He could, yeah. I was like, here he could go for the 7-9, or he could go for the 7 off the 8. Maybe.
Yeah, but I think the 7-9.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
this could be a losing shot though. If you don't make it and you leave it in the jaws, then it's likely that Mike will have something to go for here.
True.
So there's some risk in this shot.
Mm-hmm.
Not to say that it makes it so you should do anything else. I think maybe then, you could shoot the 7 off the 8, but then who knows where the balls are going to go.
Right.
I think at least with that combo, you try to spear it in and then you just call it good from there. I don't know what else you can really do. It doesn't look like it's easy to, he's looking at the 7-8, right? But then where does the 8 go and where's your cue ball going to go?
Mm-hmm. Well, I feel like, yeah, because from there it's going to come in, right? It's going to come into the rail and then off from where he's at right now.
Yeah, and then the 8's going to like go into if he hits it in, then it's like what happens? The 8 is going to go towards the middle of the table, like bounce and come up.
Yeah.
And your cue ball is going to go towards the end rail, and maybe it'll be kind of like, I don't think that it'll hit the 9 at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just looking at both shots.
Yeah.
That makes sense. What are my 2 options?
Yep. I don't know how we keep getting off the live over here.
Yeah, and this is off the end rail, tough. I'm not sure what he's doing. I can't really see the cueing. Looks like he might be shooting the 8 or the 7 off the 8.
Nice shot.
Nailed it. That was a cool shot. He's got the young eyes.
What do you like here?
I mean, if you can draw and stay above it and bank it, I would probably have gone for it. I don't know that I would have played safe there. I don't know. It's tough. There's some safeties available, but I would have probably tried to shoot that in the left side with draw and then go back up table to cut the 9 in the bottom right. Like draw, come down to the end rail, and then come back up and just like be accurate with that shot. Mike just needs to spear this in. Nice. Interesting. If he makes this ball, we're back in it. 10-7. That's close.
Whew.
Never a doubt. I don't know how you could scratch and make that shot anyways. It was just like, it wasn't straight enough in to seem to me to even get that close.
I've thought that on many a shot that I've scratched on. So, I'm always of the opinion that you never know.
Supposed to know, though.
I know. Okay. All right. Well, while Shawn's gone, I'm going to go ahead and give a shout out to our sponsors, Clean Slate Pool Tables. Got Dom and Fam, family owned business. You know, they're out there doing table moves, refills, used pool table sales. You know, whatever you need, they got you. And so they've got a calculator on their website, cleanslatepooltables.com, that you can just get a quote and you can book it through their online booking tool. And then there's Tibbitts Fernhill, one of the best brunch spots in all of Tacoma. We're going to be there on Sunday. We're going to have brunch there. We'll take some photos and post them to our social media so you guys won't miss out. But you guys should definitely book a reservation. They are reservations only. But yeah, check them out. They're also doing like a Valentine's Day dinner, I think. To go only though, but it's pretty sweet idea. So check him out. He's a great dude. He's been supportive of us through our whole journey for Easy Street. So we are immortalized on the wall at Tibbitts Fernhill, so you can see our names up there. All right, so we got the break, got the 3 ball on the break. Shoot the one to the side, it looks like. Easy peasy. This 2 ball. I like the cross bank here personally.
Yeah, you could do that. Or you could potentially play safe by shooting the 2 into the 7 and then just playing your cue ball over behind the 6.
Mm-hmm.
Like with kind of a slow speed.
Yeah, it looks like that's kind of what he's doing. Maybe faster than
he was going for it.
Yeah, he was going for the 2-7 combo. Yeah.
This is a 2-9 potential here. Because you could make the 7 as well with the cue ball by just trying to go for it.
Yeah.
I think he's looking at. Yeah, Edward's doing a really good job about looking at all those options. I do like that. Mm-hmm. That's a good habit to have.
Yeah.
I mean, it does take away a little bit sometimes from your rhythm if you're a rhythm shooter. But it's a necessity to be able to choose the right shot of all the ones that are there. Kind of like gives you that clarity. Oh.
Ooh, looks
pretty
like
good result for Edward there.
Yeah. Looks like he got a good roll there.
Been interesting so far.
Mm-hmm.
It's a tight race right now. I don't know, 10-7 is that's in there as far as I'm concerned.
Mm-hmm. Is he trying 2 rails here? I think maybe 1 with English. Or maybe 3.
Around. I was like, it looked like 3.
Yeah.
The way that he was lined up.
At that speed, even if he hit it, he wouldn't have gotten a rail afterwards.
Yeah, a little bit of that. You get a little bit more authority on like some of these shots, and I think that this would be a different match a little bit. I feel like Mike's kind of underhit a few balls that's really cost him, either by being too far from the next shot or
not quite getting
there. You know. But it's definitely work in progress all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Left himself really thin. Yeah, I would have considered playing, give myself an angle on the 2 to go to the left rail and back rather than trying to draw to get to that same position.
Yeah, but I feel like he got, well, almost
Yeah,
a little softer,
almost.
and he would have gotten there.
Yeah, it's how the speed was just a little bit tougher to control being that thin on it. He did
Mm-hmm.
really good to get there,
Mm-hmm.
but he wanted to be a little bit more, fuller on the 4 ball to be able to control that speed.
Yeah.
And like by playing the 2 ball a little differently, he could have gotten that without having to use that stroke. But I think he's going to get a hit here. He might make this ball even somehow.
Mm-hmm. It looks like he's lining it up for the kick shot. Trying to figure out how to do that one.
Excuse me.
I got a full hit on it.
Whoa,
Oh, dang.
drink.
In the drink.
Interesting. Let's see if Mike can run these balls out. Get another one.
That would make it interesting.
Yep. Yes, it would. Yeah, I think I'd shoot the 5 on the right side, roll forward just a little bit so that you can go shoot the 6 and go forward, but then you end up like going between the window between the 8 and the 9.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something
Because you
like
don't
that.
want to get caught behind the 8.
Right. Or the other shot that I like is to go forward here. He's going to stop shot it to do that. That's good. See, that was like earlier. Remember when I was talking about shooting in one side versus the other? It's like you don't even have to move the cue ball.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? By doing one of the shots, just by choosing a different. And he did that really, really good on that one.
Yeah.
I think I would have probably left a little bit more angle because I would have probably played for 2 rail shape.
Mm-hmm.
Go to the side rail, not just 1 rail.
All right. Well, didn't quite get where he wanted, but did get the roll.
Yeah.
I think Edward can still see the edge of the 6 ball, but really only the edge, I don't know. I don't think he can see that much of it.
Yeah, maybe the edge.
That's what I was saying. He might kick at it though, too. Safety.
Pretty smart shot.
Yeah.
Good speed. Got a really good hit on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mike's going to have to kick, I think. I don't know. Can he hit the edge of it?
Yeah, I think on the left side he can. I think he could hit the left side of it. Or not.
Maybe he could have. He just missed it.
Yeah, I couldn't.
He was trying to hit it razor thin, though, either way.
Yeah.
All right, well, Edward's got a ball in hand, 4 balls to win it. See how it goes.
For the cash. Yeah, it looked like Mike had maybe like an inch of room.
Yeah.
When it passed the
I
8.
believe that he could have hit it. I don't think he would have shot it not being able to hit it.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's must have been more like worried about or thinking about how thin he was going to hit the sticks.
Mm-hmm.
And that was what caused him to miss it, because he was really just trying to barely touch it.
Yeah.
And it's not that easy.
Right.
Okay, Edward's got pretty good. Done pretty well here. He probably wanted a little bit more angled.
Yeah, it looks pretty straight from here.
Yeah, if he's looking at that shot, he's definitely straight.
Mm-hmm.
He might be able to punch it and come up a little bit.
Right.
But, I would have wanted to leave an angle right so you can play it into a rail and come back or something. I might consider, like, if it looks like he can shoot it and the cue ball is going to come slightly up table.
Yeah.
In which case, I might be playing to punch it and then shoot it in the side.
Yeah.
Shoot the 8 in the left side.
Mm-hmm.
Or draw back and shoot the 8 in the right side. I don't know. I have a little bit more options, I guess, than these guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, this shot that he's looking at, that's not my favorite shot to shoot on the case 8 before the 9. He's
Which
definitely
shot?
taking his time. Oh, just rolling forward and shooting the long 8 in the
Oh,
corner.
yeah.
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 Trust your shot making here, right?
That's all you can do.
Mm-hmm.
Especially on 9. Sometimes you just gotta drill it. Get in there.
Yeah, and he's been doing that quite often, so I can't really fault that style.
It was good. Stand up when you're not comfortable. Ooh.
Ooh. Dang. Kind of got away with it. I don't know if it goes past the 9 there.
I don't think it goes past the 9. It goes, I think, in the bottom right corner, but I think, if there's any element of draw on that, it's going in the side pocket.
Is he looking at this combo?
He might be.
Dang, that seems a little bit
Picante.
Yeah. I would consider playing a safety where I use the 9 as a blocker and shoot the 8 past the 9 to the end rail. You just got to play or the other thing you could do is cut the 8 to the right, play to that 3rd diamond, and then let your cue ball flow down towards the corner. That could be a safety. Ooh. Maybe it's high enough to be tough. It looks like it's pretty makeable, and he's just going to have to go back and forth.
Yeah, like 2 rails back to the right.
Yeah, exactly. Back and forth to that same spot, roughly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like that.
A little bit too hard.
Yeah. He's now a lot steeper.
I think that this is still within his skill set, though.
Yeah.
Whether or not he'll make it from this situation is yet to be seen, I suppose.
Do you want to?
Let's see what happens here.
True. Just be ready.
Oh. Ooh. Man, Edward is thinking about it now. Well. Ooh, he hit a little bit full, but he still made it. Definitely
Mhm.
had some body English on that.
Yeah. Right
10
at the
to
end
8.
there. Yep.
Whoa. Whoa. All right. This is like reversal of what was happening earlier in a way. Edward's going to take a short break here.
Yeah. Do we need to open the door? Make sure the hound is in here. Close it. All right. Well, how are you guys doing out there? Exciting game. What do you guys think? How you guys feeling about what's going on? Let me know in the comments. Looks like Edward's taking a short break. We'll take a quick little break for just 1 second. All right. Looks like they're getting back in there.
10-8.
Yeah, 10-8. We're about to see how the rest of this unfolds. Who do you guys got? Anybody got side action? What's happening out there?
I know. I bet you. Well, I don't know how much action there's going to be on the bartender game. That's a weird game.
Oh, geez. Yeah, the bartender game is going to be wild.
Some action on the. I feel like there should be action on the Paul Marquez and Randy match, personally. But
I'm sure there's people that have action.
That's like a Oregon versus Washington classic matchup.
True that.
These, Randy and Paul have had so many battles over the years. All right, so we got one down. Kind of an interesting shot on the one. He might be banking it, but it looks like it may double kiss.
Mm-hmm.
Is he just playing?
Got it.
Yeah. That's exactly what he was going for, is playing the 3 by that carom shot. That was cool.
Mm-hmm. Highlight reel.
Yep.
We're going to have a couple of highlight reels 100%. From this match.
There's been some good shots.
Great shots on both sides.
That's basically like the project every day. We're going to spend a little bit of time trying to go over these highlights before we get too far behind.
Yeah, I'm already behind. I've got 6 matches worth that I got. Well, 5 left. I just did the first review today. Finalized it. All right. Edward's got the one cut here.
Yeah, he's a little bit interested in queuing.
Yeah, he's got over the 8-9 right now.
Yeah. I have no idea where the ball's at. All right, more interesting queuing.
Yeah, back to the same over the 8-9 again. I wonder if he's gonna. Looks like he's gonna try to cut it into the corner.
Yeah, I think so. Nailed it. What a shot. That was a good shot.
Chad's on.
Elevated.
You guys are still going. I just got back from league. Yes, Chad, we're still here.
Dude, it's a race to 11, bro.
I know, right?
How was league? Oh, Edwards stretched out there. Started cramping up. He had to get up. Yeah, what are we? 2.5 hours. Oh, is it 6? So it's 3.5 hours already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He won.
Nice.
He won all 4 of your matches. Nice. Good job, Chad. Nice shot, Edward, on 6. It's got a good angle for the bank.
Yeah, and you probably have shape too. Just bank it natural speed.
Mm-hmm.
Roll forward and then off the end rail and back up for the 8. Nothing to it but to do it.
Yep.
Is he gonna play safe?
Maybe.
Nope,
got it.
Exactly the shot. Dang.
Beautiful.
It's like he's got sick of his sickness here.
Yeah.
So far.
Man, that magic rack needs to be moved.
Dang, he's on it. This one is likely to go.
Yeah.
Man,
rushed it.
That was looking really solid.
Mm-hmm.
I actually am surprised. I can't say that I even cursed that one. I was just like, it looked good. Dang, okay. What's Mike gonna do here? Bank it? Mike makes the spanks and makes it 10-9. That would be epic.
He's gonna bank it. Side pocket.
Yeah, it looks like he's lining up the bank. Which I think is the right shot. I don't know why.
100%.
I think you got to go for it. You know, you can't. You can always get safe if you bank it and miss. That was close.
Whew. Double close.
All right, for the cash. If he can clear his mind here.
Yeah. That's it. All right. Well, everybody, we're going to try to grab them for player interviews.
I already told Edward that.
Oh, okay.
Do it, so I don't know if you want to grab somebody.
All right. I'll grab somebody.
I'll just stay here and wait.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. Well, that was a good match. Pretty close at the end. Edward pulled it off. I'm not sure who's going to come in first. But we'll talk to both of the players here. Thanks, everybody that's made it this far. Appreciate y'all. Edward Flores won the match. Played some good pool and spots. I felt like Mike played good pool and spots. He definitely had a few unforced errors, both of them, that they're going to be thinking about and probably rewatching several times. Looks like I got Edward coming in first. Sounds like.
I know my mom sent it to an aunt or some relative in Mexico.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
We got Edward Flores in the house.
All right. Edward is going to be the first interviewer.
Hey.
Edward, thanks for coming by.
Of course,
First
thanks
of all,
for having
appreciate you. Talk to me. What are you thinking about what happened here?
Oh, man. That was a grind. I had my opportunities.
Yeah.
Kind of a slow start.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't really feeling confident like with my stroke and shot making abilities. I was overcutting every ball I tried to shoot.
Yeah, I saw that too.
It was just trying to do too many things instead of just play center ball and shoot straight.
Yeah.
But I kept trying. I was like, didn't want to give that part up, but a couple of them came together.
Yeah, you had the break and run. That was cool. That kick shot on the 5-ball, although you didn't get out that rack, that was cool too. And then that last rack was looking really good until you got down to the last ball.
Yeah, I don't.
And you'll be thinking about that. It's like, it's so much of that's like, you just got to clear your head. You know what I mean? And just like, it is what it is. We got to move forward. But you made that last 9.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
so what do you do?
make the longer ones, but
Hmm.
don't make the ones that I leave myself shape for.
Yeah.
Easier out. But it was fun. It was a battle. It was very quiet in there the whole time.
Yeah.
So like, there's nothing to do but be in your head. And
Exactly.
So it's, I mean, the part of that, the mental game from that aspect was like,
it's a different beast than playing in a bar where there's always something going on. There's like nothing going on but you and him and the pool table.
Yeah.
You know?
He has a little fan in there that he had on the chair.
Oh yeah.
It was so quiet in there that when he would turn that on and I was like down on the shot, it felt like the loudest fan in the world. But it's this like little like 2-inch fan.
I know, I saw it. It's a baby, but
yeah. But just even that, like the slightest noise, I was like, I'm getting to myself right now.
Yeah, it's interesting. I typically when I play, I don't put music on, but when I'm playing in a match, I normally do music when I'm playing other people.
Yeah.
Just low because I feel you the same way. It kind of gets weird almost where you're like, it gets creepy quiet.
Yeah. And we didn't really talk much. Like we probably said all of, I don't know, 5 sentences to each other while we're shooting.
I think that's, it helps the intensity level a little bit where you're like, because that's kind of what you do it for. I think it's partly for that pressure.
Right.
So,
yeah,
I hear you.
And he mentioned it was his first time playing on a stream.
Yeah, exactly. He's one of my students or whatever. So he asked me to if I thought he was ready. I was like, well, you're the one that decides when you're trying to get out there. So.
Right.
And he's pretty new, but he's just started taking pool seriously the last year. But, I felt like, you got to try, find out so you can really learn some lessons. But I think he's going to take away, and I know you're going to take away a lot from this experience, and if you go back and rewatch it, you'll be able to see some things in your own game that you'll be like, oh, I see what was going on. So I'm happy you guys came and played, regardless of the result. Yeah, I'm stoked that, you guys both came out and played.
Yeah.
So.
It was 3.5 hours, but I can almost guarantee I'm going to watch it tonight before I go to sleep.
Yeah, it'll be up there pretty soon. Once it stops, then we'll set it to public, and that'll be that. So, right on, man. Well, we'll get Mike on. Thanks again, man. Drive safe, dude.
Of course.
If I don't see you before you leave.
Yeah. I'll bring it in here.
Right on. Thank you. All right, we're going to have Mike McGee come in and give us his thoughts here in a second here. He looks like he's walking out. It's always one of those tough to, talk about it before you really reflected completely on what happened. So we'll see what his thoughts are initially, and then we'll move